Hey gang, Seabass here for the Ball Game Blitz on WNWS.com. Brought to you by Kaufman's Home Furnishings and Appliances. Kaufmans.com, 2845 Highway 45 Bypass. By King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive right here in Jackson. By Umpy's Homemade Chicken and Biscuits, 745 Old Hickory Boulevard. By Fullington Team at Keller Williams. FullingtonTeam.kw.com, 731-298-9722, and by Jackson Madison County School System. Choose us. Call 731-345-7011 for a tour. jmcss.org. Now, let's get right back to the action.
And good evening and welcome to Ronnie Fowler Stadium, home of the Jackson Christian School Eagles, where tonight the 9-2 Middle Tennessee Christian Cougars will take on the 9-1 Jackson Christian Eagles. We are welcoming you to the Ball Game Blitz, Great American Sports pregame show, brought to you and produced by Worthy Road Studios on the Jackson Christian Facebook page. I am Coach Joe Holloway, and tonight I have the pleasure of working again with Michael Mullenix, who has pre-tournament experience. He and I worked together down there. This will be, Michael, what, second game for you?
I believe
Third game. Well, I'm not keeping very good count, but old people can't count very well anyway. He's going to be the color announcer. I'll be your play-by-play announcer, and we want to welcome some of our fans from Middle Tennessee and Middle Tennessee Christian, as this is the only broadcast of this game. And you can go, the Facebook page of Jackson Christian is open where you can see it. This game will be archived on Worthy Road Studios YouTube page tomorrow. Should be able, when you get up, may be able to get it late tonight, but it will be stored there in perpetuity. You'll be able to watch this game forever. You have a chance to call 5 friends or more and tell them, or send out a mass text, that both schools can see this game on the Jackson Christian Facebook page. This is a copyright broadcast of Worthy Road Studios for 2022. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, further use of this Ball Game Blitz and the game itself will be prohibited without the express, and I do mean express, written consent of Worthy Road Studios. There will be some other high school games done tonight by the Ball Game Blitz and Worthy Road Studios, USJ, TCA, and Peabody. Those games are broadcast on their high school's Facebook page. Union University is also a user and participant in Worthy Road activities. They have volleyball, basketball, soccer, and baseball as part of their repertoire that they do. And Paul's work with Worthy Road Studios is being used as a model for some of the Gulf South Conference schools. So you know he does quality work there. Our technical advisor, producer, director, all-around good guy, helped set up the broadcast with Paul, is the one and only Gary Lockhart. Now, your replay operator, and yes, we have replays. We will have replays tonight by one of the finest young ladies in America. She is great at the replay. Adrena Hicks will be with us, and up high above on the main camera will be our main cameraman tonight. Now, he's not the only cameras we got going, but he is the main man. Vincent Lockhart will be up there, and we are excited to have that. Michael, this could be a slobber knocker. These teams have only met one time in their history.
That's right. And I went and looked at today. I don't remember the exact score from that. For what I remember, though, it was a pretty good scoring game, if I'm not mistaken.
Too many scores. I'll give you that in a minute. The Middle Tennessee Christian won that one. It was 54-42 back in 2018.
Yeah, so some of these guys might have been on that team when trying to think. No, these guys would have been in 8th grade, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they would not have been on this team unless they got moved up by one of the schools. And Middle Tennessee Christian has some 8th graders, and we have a good 8th grade team, but we did not move anybody up. We've got a large number of young people that are dressed out tonight. So now I just got this in from Brad McCoy. And thank you, Brad. We are actually on 105.3 tonight. TCA doesn't have a broadcast, and there's a lot behind it. And also say a few prayers. Jay Cash and the producer over at TCA's got got a little surgery happen. Not him, but in his family, and pray for he and his family on that. But again, Brad, thank you for that. 105.3, you can hear the broadcast on radio, which means then you can also, and I don't know whether to tell you to click, just go click on the banner that says Jackson Christian, and you'll be able to get the ball game that way at WNWS.com. So we were waiting for that, and I'm going to send Brad a great text. Only one thing to gauge off of, and here we got two teams that are capable of either scoring a lot of points in Middle Tennessee Christian, and lately Jackson Christian can also play defense. Which one's it going to be tonight, Michael?
That's a good question. There's not really one you can answer right now just because, one, these teams haven't played since 2018. None of these guys have played against each other. And another thing to notice is that Jackson Christian is still going to have Austin Kelly tonight. MTCS, big win against, not Fayette Academy, but Tipton Rosemark last week. I believe close to the same score differential as Jackson Christian had against Tipton Rosemark. So there's not a lot to go off of here with these two teams, especially not playing a lot of common opponents. But one thing that you can be sure of, this is going to be a must-watch game, Coach.
It will be, and a lot. You know that the fans of Nashville Christian and TCA will have one eye on that game and one eye on this one, because the winner of that contest will play next week in a semifinal matchup, I believe.
I believe so. That will be the semis course. That'll be with Division II. There's one round less than the Division I round. So Division I, they get 32 teams. Division II, they get 13, 14 teams per playoff bracket. So that's another thing to look out for. Trying to find, here's the bracket right now. USJ, Lakeway Christian tonight, Friendship Christian, DCA. This is by far one of the closest, the closest matchup for Division II Class A tonight, and Jackson Christian, MTCS. Nashville Christian, Trinity, everyone's got an expectation for that game. USJ, Lakeway, Friendship Christian, DCA, all of them have an expectation for that game. This game, though, not a lot of expectations. Both are the number 2 seeds out of their region. Both had very convincing wins last week against their opponents. So, Coach, this is one of those things you do not have a lot to go off of here.
No, you don't. We'll talk more about the formation. I'll go ahead and give it a name. I met a coach at a coaching clinic, and for those of you from Middle Tennessee that don't know, I'm known as a basketball coach, but I also coached football for quite a few years too. And as a player, the last time I saw, this is the modern, I add the word modern spread single wing to it, a very creative offense. They've got counters. They've got buck lateral plays. There's a whole series of what's called the buck lateral series. You've got counter plays. I know some people call them buck counters, but you can run the counter without it being a buck counter. And there are all kinds of things they can do. And if you think Middle Tennessee Christian can't pass out of this formation, you better go get you some no-dos, because they can. They don't throw many. They like ball control. Jackson Christian, on the other hand, they can run the football, and they don't mind opening the cannons up. And our young sophomore quarterback, Austin Kelly, will be at the controls tonight. Our older quarterback out tonight. And Austin was at the controls last week in a big victory over Columbia Academy. And so we are expecting a very good ball game. And, of course, Gary Lockhart, our producer director. And I tell you what we're going to do, fans, with 20 minutes and 23 seconds and counting left on the clock here in the pregame. We'll come back to the Great American Pregame Show on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studios Football Network after these important messages.
Gen Z is a stalled generation.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Looking for a new and exciting career? At Jackson State Community College, we offer nationally recognized, top-rated programs designed to greenlight your career for success. With courses available in the health sciences, nursing, computer technology, and much more, your next step towards a career starts here at Jackson State. Learn how Jackson State Community College can greenlight your future at greenlightyourfuture.com.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in team sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your team sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
And you are back here on the Jackson Christian School Worthy Road Studios Network. Michael Molnick's doing color tonight. Coach Joe Holloway on the play-by-play. And I've already had one text, no, I'm not coaching anymore. And unfortunately, my phone loves to do that. I have one of those phones that we're trying to get scores, and it was typing everything I said to y'all, so the network. Michael, let's start with Middle Tennessee Christian. They're the visitors. The Cougars come in here. Tell us a little bit about their season.
Well, 9-2 record. Lost week 2 of the season to Grace Christian Academy out of Franklin, 35-15, which this is one of those things where you can look at it this way in a good way for Jackson Christian. Jackson Christian beat Columbia Academy last week by a pretty hefty score. Columbia Academy the week before clinched their playoff berth with a win over Grace Christian Academy. Grace Christian Academy knocked off MTCS. So if we're looking on based on who beat who, when and where, Jackson Christian is the better team going into that. But, however, it's TSSAA football playoffs. You cannot go off of anything based on that. Other than that, MTCS's only loss is against Friendship Christian, and that was in their region championship game. So that is MTCS's 2 losses. 5-1 at home, 4-1 on the road. Scored 360 points overall this season with 208 scored against them. 1 game win streak. Of course, that loss to Friendship Christian coming in the last week of the season. And with a big win last week, 45-14 over Tipton Rosemark, that increased their record to 9-2. For Jackson Christian, you got a 9-1 record, 5-1 in the region. At home, Jackson Christian stands, I believe, 6-0. 6-0 at home with a 3-1 record on the road. Their only loss of the season coming to region champions USJ. So this game is going to get interesting. That's about all you can really say for that. Of course, these teams, like we said, hadn't met since the 2018 TSSAA football playoffs, I believe. Is that right, what you said?
Yeah, it's 2018, and I forgot the coach's name. But Stemback, I'll get it straight and look it up in a minute. I've got the former coaches written down. I think he was in charge of the program at this time. And, of course, an interesting little thing that I'm not 100% sure of, but there seems to be very good relations between Coach Darby Palmer, our young head coach here, who took over he is now the winningest coach in history. He's one up on Eric Cohue. He has 39, Darby does. But the coach of Middle Tennessee Christian, who has done a good job. And like I said, I would love to sit down and talk offense with him one day. Colby Tackett, I think he played at Harding University, as did Darby Palmer. How about that for a coincidence? Want to give a shout-out right now, while we can, to Dr. Robert Sane, the principal of the high school at Middle Tennessee Christian. And Dr. Sane probably has fallen out of his chair if he's watching this ball game. He may be in the crowd, and I don't know it. Two of the young managers were very helpful with pronunciations and things. And they didn't know if Dr. Sane was here or not. But Dr. Sane, I know him better as Robert Sane. He was a student coach at David Lipscomb, came with Ralph Turner from Lipscomb to be assistant at Union on the men's team. Stayed here and helped get that program going, got his master's degree, along with Mark Campbell, who's the present Union women's coach. And then Robert went back to Coffee County, coached a little basketball, got into administration, I believe was principal there, and then he is now, and I know you people at Middle Tennessee Christian are happy to have Dr. Robert Sane heading up your staff. And two schools, both of them have the same purpose. They're good Christian schools, and it's really an interesting situation. Now, TCA plays y'all regular. I think they played y'all last year, and, of course, they played this year, and they jumped out, they being Middle Tennessee Christian, to a 28-6 lead at halftime, and wound up, I want to say, winning 34-21.
I can sure check on that.
And that's the why he's the color man.
34-21, September the 16th.
Yeah, I do a lot of mine from memory. Two schools, both score a lot of points. Jackson Christian averaging 45.3, 32.7 for a team that runs a whole lot, and that's Middle Tennessee Christian. First quarter is Middle Tennessee Christian's best quarter. The second quarter is their second best quarter, and the production goes down. But let me tell you a little secret about that. The reason they only score 4.7 points in the fourth quarter is because they've usually blown the opponent out. That's the reason for that. They have a very good defense, too. Jackson Christian's best quarter is their first. They average 18.2, 14.6 in the second quarter. And I'm not going to go through the third and fourth quarter because it goes down, because a lot of times, just like we had Harding Academy, 28-0 at the end of the first quarter.
I believe so.
And there were other games that we had that by halftime, all we were waiting for is, for you old folks out there, the Red Auerbach, who used to be the head coach of the Boston Celtics and general manager when they won something like 11 titles in 13 years. He used to light up a victory cigar on the bench. According to TSSAA rules, you cannot light up victory cigars, but that was the situation there. We need to take another time out, come back, get you some lineups, get you some more information on these two fine teams, and we want to welcome all of our listeners on Jackson Christian School's Facebook page. And, you know, our home folks, if you got my text number, you can text me. The other folks, we welcome you, and if you can get my text number, I don't give it out over the air because you know how that would do. But you are listening to a Worthy Road Studios broadcast, and this is the Great American Sports pregame show. They'll host the postgame show. We'll be back after these important messages.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
If you work outside or in a facility with no AC, or you're just struggling with this year's heat wave, it can really take a toll on your body and health. At Live Hydration Drip Spa, we can help you recover with our Beat the Heat special for only $59. Call or visit us online today to set your appointment.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
And we are back here about 6 minutes and 40 seconds away from time for the game to start. When the game does start, you'll notice that we have the Thompson & Smith Insurance Agency clock with the score on it that you'll be able to see tonight. You see it cranking down 6:29, 28, etc. like that. Mind you of our logo sponsors, and we'll tell you about some more good ones. But Jackson State Community College, what an education you get there. Dynamics Physical Therapy, who helps take care of many of the athletes, including the one here at Jackson Christian School. Their trainers are here tonight. The Blacksmith Restaurant, home of you want a winning football score, you can go get a winning food score at the Blacksmith Restaurant. Jones Chevrolet, great cars, new showroom, great place on Highway 45 North. Actually, it's where the bypass and the old 45 come together. And, of course, one more time for Thompson & Smith. Now, here in just a moment, Michael Mulnich will tell you about the Jackson Christian School starters. And, Michael, if we only have time, we'll give out the offensive starters. If we have time, we'll get – here's some names that we weren't given a starting lineup for, and it's nobody's fault. Sometimes emails, texts, things like that don't get through. But I know that you'll see number 2, Nate Sembring. He's a senior, and he plays wide out and defensive back. He can run the football. Luke Scheffler, who wears number 3. He's also a senior. You will see Chase Hill, number 9. I saw Chase in the TCA tape all over the place. He also is a senior running back, linebacker, and does a lot of things for the school. And 10, Worth Snyder, wears number 12. Yates Gehring. And if I say Gehring, forget that. I have my best player, an All-American, Kristen Gehring, played for me, but it's Gehring. And he wears number 15. He's a junior quarterback and a great runner. He'll be back next year. And, of course, 22, nobody can forget Eli Wilson. What a great running back. He led MTCS in Middle Tennessee Christian. I got it right the first time. I don't play the alphabet game quite well, so I'll say the names or say Cougars. Same way with the Eagles of Jackson Christian School. He had a great season last year, had a great one this year, and I think he had a game, just before we get the Jackson Christian starters. Against Tipton Rosemark last week, Wilson, 6 carries, 100 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a 45-14 win. So he's a pretty good player, too. 84, the big wideout, Grant Hassan. And keep an eye on this young man, fans of both schools. Number 72, Jesse Perry, just a junior. He'll be back. Now, I apologize for not having the complete starting lineup, but those are some young men that will play. Also, their captains, Gavin Seabolt, who wears 51. Also, number 35 is Logan Quarles. He is out there. He'll be there. And number 11, I believe Brooks Jones may be one of them. While we're waiting for the captains, and I'll let you do it now, the starters.
Alrighty, well, for Jackson Christian offensively, you're going to have Austin Kelly back at the QB position, who did a remarkable job last week against the Bulldogs of Columbia Academy. And then you got Cam Boyd, who also had an amazing game. And then the third person you really have to give props to last week was Jalen Mosley. Mosley will be at the wide receiver, Boyd at running back. Helping Mosley at wide receiver, it's going to be Cooper Banky and number 24, Lance Rowland. Both of those guys have been remarkable in the past couple of weeks for the Eagles. And then the last person on that receiver group, tied in, number 85, Daniel Green. Daniel Green has had a couple of touchdowns past couple of games. And then making up the line is number 74, Aiden Childers, 72, Dalton DeLoach, 61, Eli Gay, 60, Ty Smith, and 58, Joey Carr, who had, like we said, a great day on the line. Didn't really allow but maybe 2 or 3 tackles for loss in that whole game against Columbia Academy last week, Coach.
And let's go over the amenities. Both teams shaking hands. 2 fine Christian schools here tonight. But we will have plenty of rock'em sock'em action out of both teams. The officials or the referee giving it, and they toss the coin. Let's see what happened with it. And obviously you talked to both teams, and they had shown it. Let's see what is going to happen. We get the instructions, and let's see who is kicking off. Jackson Christian loves to take the football first, whether they win. And a lot of times the other team tapping Jackson Christian, and they are going to get the football first and defend the west goal. Middle Tennessee Christian will kick off and defend the east goal, but they will get the football to start the second half. And we are just about ready for action. We want to thank Great American Sports for their pregame sponsorship, and they have a van out here like they do every week and when we're at home to sell some of the great merchandise from Great American Sports. But, I mean, they're not bringing shoulder pads and things like that, but mostly Jackson Christian stuff. The officials are talking. You see we also have 2 officials in backup capacities that are in their jackets. And looks like a good crew. Don't know this crew, and I've lived almost all over the state and had every crew. We're just about ready for football. Jackson Christian will run a spread. Austin Kelly will be at quarterback tonight. Cam Boyd at running back, as you were told. And Garin will be at the quarterback. It's really a version of the single wing. They can spread it out and make it look like a spread. A lot of misdirection. We'll tell fans on both teams, watch the guards, and they'll take you to the point of attack most of the time. 72 Perry will always be on the strong side, and if he is there, they're not going to run every play there, but they will run a lot of plays to Perry. It's an unbalanced line, and you have to read your keys, and you can't take the fakes. Like I said, a lot of counteraction, a lot of fakes, and a term that I always hated when we had to play Whitehaven, who was the single wing team that we had to play against. They squat to receive the football, but that allows you to run your spinner plays, your counters, and it makes the ball handling intricate. The single wing is not a formation to scoff at. It can be power, and you outnumber your opponents. If they're a step slow, you outnumber your opponents to the point of attack. Now, against TCA, and I didn't get to watch as much film, but they kick short. But please do not think that their kicker, Jarek Reynolds, can't kick it in the end zone. He can reach the end zone. He's a fine extra point and field goal man. You will see Middle Tennessee Christian go for two some. They'll run the swinging gate to get into the formation. They can shift out of it and go ahead and kick the extra point. And it looks like Reynolds is about to tie it up and put it on the tee. It is, and we see to the MTCS side, we see Mosley. Deepest is Elijah DeMoss, who also threw a touchdown pass last week. And usually Jack Collins, and that's who they're kicking to. Jack fields it at the 17, comes into the middle, makes one man miss. Now they're closing in on him at about the 37-yard line, maybe the 36. It'll depend on where they say his knee hit the ground, Michael.
Yeah, that's right. First initial hit right at the 33, I believe, and we can see here on the replay. Collins almost lets it get behind him there, but good job able to back up there. Yeah, first initial hit right at the 33.
And it's 1st and 10 on the 36, and Jackson Christian always comes straight out to the line of scrimmage with their first play. Boyd in the backfield. It's the two-hand toss to Mosley. Well defense, but he makes a man miss him, and he's going to pick up about 4 or 5. And let's see again, get a little push from the lineman from behind. I still haven't gotten used to that rule yet, Michael.
Yeah, still, I hadn't either, Coach. And like you said, it's going to be about a 6-yard gain, 7-yard gain. So
it's going to be 2nd and 3 from the Jackson Christian 43. Showing 3 down linemen and a stand-up linebacker comes up to. Now they drop him off. There's only 3 down linemen. They give to Boyd. Boyd's got the first down and more. He's down close to the 50-yard line. His knee may have hit a hair short, but I think they're going to give him the 50, and it is a first down. And that's the initial Jackson Christian first down.
That's right. 2 carries right now. Each have gone for 7 yards, a total of 14 yards already in 2 plays, Coach.
Jackson Christian sends Lance rolling far to the right. There's a slot, probably Cooper Banky. Don't see his number. Linebackers are coming this time. They fake the pass, and it's a run up the middle. And Boyd, again, he's going to get 5 big yards.
And look at this replay right here. Boyd just able to get through that very small, short hole, and he's able to take a couple of guys with him as well.
Yeah, the straightening up by Austin Kelly helped. Boyd runs hard. You say he's small, but he's powerful. He's one of the strongest guys on the team. You ought to see him in there lifting those weights. Mosley to the right, close to the line of scrimmage, and then you've got shift here. They put Wyatt Jones, the blocking back, in the tight end to the left. They're going to throw out quickly to Mosley. We started out, looked well covered, and Mosley's going to get the first down and about 5 more.
Good play there by Mosley, able to get a lot of good yardage on that one, and we see it right there. And that will be a forward pass.
It is, and that's important because you got to get on it because it can be a lateral, even thrown overhanded. Green goes to the right of the formation. Banky and Mosley to the left, and we've got more of a power set this time. Is Rollins out. Wyatt Jones, the blocking back, is in. And they fake the toss outside and going over the left side and making more and holding on to the football. A nice tackle by number 7, Seth Harris. And looks, is it a first down, or they say he touched his knee down. Wow, interesting.
And makes the big gain a lot smaller now.
And it could have, I don't know why they say he was down there. I didn't think they stopped his forward progress.
Well, I think it was the whistle was blown dead. If I'm not mistaken.
I lost a middle school state championship on the inadvertent whistle. It's a crime, and an official should be written up if he blew an inadvertent whistle. That is horrible.
And, of course, referees discussing that here. And
we can't hear them tonight. They don't have the mics like all of our West Tennessee officials do. That looks like the inadvertent whistle system. If that's a crime signal, somebody should be written up and not work any more playoff games. You don't hurt young people. You may make an honest mistake, but you don't hurt them. I hope that's not the call, and we'll find out later if that was the call. And like I said, I have experienced the hurt from it. We lost. The play would have scored, and an inadvertent whistle blew it dead, and the official was from the town that blew the inverted whistle. Not our town, another town. Anyway, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the pitch. The blocker out in front needs one to go all the way, but good yardage picked up by Boyd going to the right side.
He made up for that gain that was not counted right there.
Still not right.
Still not, Coach.
I don't care which team it happened to. If it happened to Middle Tennessee Christian, it wouldn't be right.
I'm trying to see where they placed the ball out there. I think it's
looks like it's on our 12 or 13.
Looks like 13.
On the 13.
18.
Jackson Christian is it the 18?
Or no, they got 13. That was an 18-yard gain.
Okay.
That was my bad.
1st and 10. Jackson Christian can still get a first down. A lot of shifting going on. Power of the formation to the right. Trips right. One back in the backfield. And here's the snap. They give to Boyd trying the left side of the line. He's got positive yardage down to almost the 5. He'll be short of the 5, but a nice gain of about 7.5.
And you see right there, Boyd, good blocking there by the Jackson Christian Eagles. And someone forgot to pick up 51 there, and that's how Boyd was able to get down so quickly.
Jackson Heifel, one of the tacklers for Middle Tennessee Christian. He's a junior, and I saw some film, and he looked good in the games that I saw him play. Be 2nd and about 4. Here comes Boyd spinning, but this time wrapped up, and there's a host of Cougars in there.
And I believe it's just going to be a no gain on that one. And see it right here. And MTCS just overloaded that side, not allowing the gap either.
Well, some of the linemen got penetration then, and that's 11 was also in on it. We were able to pick up Brooke Jones, his number. He was in on it with a couple other guys. Now, they're in a position now that I can only use my monitor. I prefer to watch the field. Banky and Mosley to the left. Here's the pitch, the two-hand pitch. We didn't get the block we needed, and one man slowed him up, and then they drove him back. 22 did a good job of setting the corner, and that's Eli Wilson. He's not only a great offensive player, but a great defensive player. And that's going to bring up a 4th down situation.
And I believe they're going to say the ball is right at the 7-yard line, so a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah. Let's see if Jackson Christian goes for it or if Zach Cisco comes on. He is our fine field goal kicker. Again, last week the officiating missed a call. I went and watched it from the camera that comes from the end zone. They missed it badly, but poor mechanics were used. They're going for it. Here's the snap to Kelly. Kelly looks, throws into the corner of the end zone. Does he have the man? Did he catch it?
He got it.
Touchdown, a 7-yard touchdown, and that can only be one man.
And I believe
it is Jalen Mosley, isn't
that's
it?
right. Look at this play. Goes out and then right back in after the separation, and perfect placement by Austin Kelly.
Yeah, he got both feet down. They've been good in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
First quarter touchdown, 6:59. That's very important to Jackson Christian to get out on top and score. You have to match scores sometimes because Middle Tennessee Christian, what a great offense they have too. Zach Cisco on 52 extra points he's kicked this year. His holder is Kelly. Here's the snap. It's up. It looks good. I saw the goalpost disappear. It is good. And Jackson Christian has taken a 7-0 lead with 6:59 to go in the first quarter. Let's take a timeout.
For anyone contemplating pre-planning, we can tell you from our experience, it's much easier to make funeral plans and record them now than wait until emotions are running at their highest.
With pre-planning, you can free your mind and heart from having to make big decisions during a time of grief and instead enjoy the freedom to focus on the memories of a life well lived.
We are back here. Jackson Christian leads it. Teeing up the football is Zach Cisco. His brother Will was a wideout here a couple of years ago. He's now at the University of North Alabama. And let's see who is back. Number 22 is deepest, and that is Eli Wilson. And trust me, folks, that young man can make hay while the sun shines, and he can tie the game up on the kickoff. He can tie it up from any time he touches the football. Onside kick coming here. It bounces high, but a great job by number 7 fielding the ball, and that's Seth Harris, and give him credit. It took the big bounce, but it didn't bounce over him like it's supposed to.
Yeah, and that was just an unfortunate turnaround there for Jackson Christian. A great idea because MTCS was definitely not expecting that. But You just couldn't get that last second hop right there.
Yeah, you need that last one to hop over the front line's head. So that gives Middle Tennessee Christian great field position. They're at their own 49, ball on the right hash mark. And they come out there. Wilson will be in the backfield along with Chase Mitchell. They run 2 blocking backs to the left, and that's really more, and they just give it straight to him. And then you can see this young man run. This is what I told you. He's going to take it, I think, to the house. And, yes, he is. 51 yards, and this ball game's tied up, or will be if the extra point's good.
That's right. And just look at this right here. Wilson able to find that hole, and one man to beat, and he beats it, and that was number 88 from our team. And number 8, I don't have our roster, I do not think. And Jack Collins was the one man to beat, and he ended up getting them right there.
Yeah. So let's see, and they don't run the swinging gate this time. They just come huddle up. Don't see the kicker on there, so they're going to go for 2. And again, you've got Mitchell and Wilson in the backfield. One wide out to the right. Snap, they give it to Wilson. He's going to take it. And did they crease the line?
I don't
and
believe
they say no good. So Jackson Christian is held, and it is 7-6. Jackson Christian leads, and we'll take a timeout after this play.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
And we are back with a 7-6 score, exciting run by Eli Wilson. And Wilson just a junior, according to the roster we were given. He's got senior talents, but it says he's a junior. And they did a great job. They handled the onside kick because it didn't bounce up high enough to get over the front line. Reynolds on to kick it. DeMoss in the middle. Collins and Mosley to receive up around the 20. See what Middle Tennessee Christian has chosen to do. Cougars can directional kick, and this young man can reach the end zone. And it's kind of a directional kick, and they're going to make Collins return it. He brings it back to the middle, gets across the 40 down to about the 42-yard line, and
I almost had a hole right there, and just we'll watch it right here on this replay. And see right there, good block, good separation, and then number 13 right there from Middle Tennessee Christian, Owen White, just able to get that last-second stop, or else Collins might have been taking that to the end zone.
Mosley comes out. Kelly and Boyd, though, in the backfield. Trips right. That's Roland, the furthest man. Banky up on the line of scrimmage. Mosley's going in motion. It's going to be the jet sweep. We didn't block it, but boy, does he cut into that small alley and does make some yards. Look at him go. I thought they had him slowed down. And hopefully watch this on the replay. Watch Mosley. Intricate ball handling here. Nothing outside. They shut it down. There's a small alley. Makes one man miss. And it's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's right.
What a great job of running the football.
And that's just Mosley's second carry tonight, and now that puts him at about 16 yards.
Play clock at 19 seconds, so plenty of time. 2 men in the backfield this time. Linebackers step up just a hair closer. One of them's coming, and we throw the interception right there. And picking it off is number 7, Seth Harris.
And just look at it right here.
Watch their linebackers take away the hook zones in the slant. And tip drill, Oski, and it goes to Seth Harris.
And just an unfortunate turn of events there for the Eagles.
Yeah, the slant was on, but when those linebackers get there, and now with the football in Jackson Christian territory, in their own territory, will be the Cougars from Middle Tennessee Christian. They have a big offensive line, and they move people. 84, they're big wide out. Hassan comes to the right of the formation. You got 2 blockers to the right. It looks more like the Notre Dame box than it does the single wing. And it's a counter play running the football to the left side and getting stopped after a yard, maybe 2-yard gain is Nate Simbering.
There's a gain of about, I believe, 1 or 2, you said right there.
About 1 now. Getting off of it is Chilton Smith wearing number 70. There were some other Eagles there.
And yeah, just a whole bunch of Eagles there swallowed him up. Good stop by Jackson Christian.
2nd and 9, gain of 1, ball on the, we'll call it the 45. It's closer to the 45-yard line. It's actually between the 45 and 46. Again, the snap, direct snap, and they're just going power football. Breaking and tackle is Wilson, and it's going to be a foot race, and he's going to win it again, and he's going to go 55 yards for the touchdown.
And that's just not much you can do about that right there, Coach. It's just, oh, man.
5:08 mark, the touchdown by Eli Wilson, and that's just a direct snap to him. He's gone with the win. Down the right side for the touchdown. They take the lead 12-7. They'll go for 2. Now, Jackson Christian are this early in the ballgame put in the unenviable position. You have to answer this time. And folks are at home saying, horrible, Coach. No, here's the snap. Trying the line is number 9, Chase Mitchell, and he is driven back, and it is 12-7 with the Middle Tennessee team leading. We're going to go to a timeout. When we come back, more football.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We are back here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium. Electrifying runs, 2 of them by Wilson, and they have only run 3 plays, and they look like the team that's averaging 42 points a game. We just threw an interception. They've been kicking away from Mosley. Matter of fact, Jack Collins has gotten both of them. Remember, Middle Tennessee Christian gets the football to receive in the second half. Thompson and Smith scoreboard, you see it there. We'll tell you about some more of our sponsors like Aloha Pools. And even though it's winter coming, it's a good time to start looking at pools, get the best deal. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, one of our great sponsors. Elite Dental, McCoy's Heating and Air, 2 fine firms, and we'll tell you about each one of those a little bit and watch their great commercials. Reynolds ready to approach the football. Let's see what he's got in store this time. He's going to kick it deep. It's going to drive DeMoss back. He picks it up at about the 2, comes forward, and he breaks it outside, gets some room. One man, the kicker, has a chance to slow him up. Now it's a foot race, and he's stumbling, and looks like pushing him out of bounds is number 11, Brooks Jones.
That's right. Look at this replay right here, and that's got the crowd popping right now. DeMoss overreads it a little bit and able to get it back. Momentum takes him right to the number 1 yard line. And good block there by Collins, good block there by Mosley, and just overall good blocking by the Jackson Christian kick return team.
Ball at the 21 of Middle Tennessee Christian. DeMoss has great speed, and he is powerful. He, Mosley, and Boyd are 3 of the quickest people, but Wilson, I believe, can match speed with them. Banky to the left, 2 backs in the backfield. They give to Boyd trying to right side. One man got blocked, but he has to cut it back. The linebacker waiting for him at about the 19. So they shut the cut back down. That's good disciplined football. Keep an eye on them.
That's right.
We didn't make a hole there. He has to cut, and we didn't get one man blocked. He turned it in and staying at home. I'm not sure, did not get his number. May have been 7. Again, 2 backs in the backfield, Rowland and Banky to the left of the formation. They give to Mosley. Mosley gets by one man, but we didn't get the block held long enough on number 3, and driving him out of bounds was Scheffler. Here's the replay. Now that was the replay of Boyd. So we'll see. We may not have that replay right now, but it's Jackson Christian's football, 3rd and 5. The ball on the 16-yard line, wide side of the field to the right. Rowland and Banky working over there. Mosley, a single receiver on the line of scrimmage here to the left of the formation. Daniel Green, the tight end, moves and becomes an H-back in the backfield. And it's given to DeMoss, and DeMoss is going to be short, and the football on the ground, and looks like, did they rule it down or did Jackson Christian cough it up? Let's watch that replay very closely. And they say it is a fumble recovery.
And looking at the replay, you cannot tell on that one.
Well, the fumble, so they've got an INT and a fumble recovery. Jackson Christian, with an opportunity to score, has committed one of the things, and we didn't go over the keys to victory, is Jackson Christian had to have a low turnover game, obviously, preferably none, and make Middle Tennessee Christian cough it up some. We haven't done that. They have dictated and what's happening in the backfield, and they've got several people that can play in that backfield spot. But Wilson's back there. Mitchell's back there. It goes to Wilson. He's just going to take it and go with it. This time, much better defense at about the 17-yard line.
That's right, and good defense right here by the Jackson Christian Eagles. You see right there. And once the hand is on him, it's not off of him. Only gain of 1 for Wilson right there.
Kai White was one of the tacklers. There's an injured player on the field. We hate to see injured players.
And that looks like Simbering right there.
Hopefully nothing serious. Tell you what, let's do. Let's take a short time out here on the Worthy Road Jackson Christian Network.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
We are back. We just got it confirmed, and we've looked at it. It probably was a fumble, but we can't sure. But one thing I'll tell you about after this play, 2nd and 9 for Middle Tennessee Christian, wide side of the field to the left. They fake the counter and stuff the A-gap.
It looks like maybe a gain of 2, if that.
Easton Jones, one of the tacklers, but there were some other guys there. Looks like a good job of stopping that. Eli Craig, one of them. Cedric Anderson looks like another one, and it was in there on that. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. That wasn't an inadvertent whistle. And I'm sorry, official, I cannot be very forgiving after going through being cost a football championship by an inadvertent whistle in that middle school, and that was TMSSA football. Here we go, running outside with it, and it looks like it's going to be short of the first down by, 2 yards maybe?
I believe if they spot it right at the 20, it's 2 yards exact. And they're going to spot it at the 24, excuse me. So that's 3 yards.
Trent Carrier with it. There was holding on Wyatt Jones, but it didn't get called. But it is 4th and 4. Now, don't laugh at me when I say this. They have gone for it on 4th and this short. They'll either run some type of counter play or Wilson's going to handle the football.
That's right.
4th and 3 officially. 4th and 3. And the pressure's really on Jackson Christian.
And Jackson Christian not knowing.
And we're not set like we need to be, and they try to draw us off. And they'll look to the sideline, and they'll call timeout. That was what's called no-play timeout. They weren't going to run a play no matter what, trying to get us to jump and draw off.
Yeah,
let's take a short timeout. We'll be back with the score 12-7 in favor of Middle Tennessee Christian.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
back at Ronnie Fowler Stadium. This game on the Facebook page of Jackson Christian, but you can hear it if you're out in your car on radio and looking for this game or have to go out. It'll be on 105.3 tonight. Union Basketball is on 93.1 tonight. And we are there. And, of course, you can get it on the streams and try that Facebook page out. It is 4th down again, and they are going for it. It's going to Wilson. Wilson's going to take it. He's got some yardage. It's going to be close, I think. Oh, he's got it.
Yeah, he's got it by about a yard.
Second effort got him that. Jackson Christian lost a good opportunity to slow him down. Another first down for the Cougars.
And I believe that was Wilson on the carry, right?
Yeah, it was 22, Wilson.
Just his 5th carry tonight for about 105 yards, Coach. So maybe Jackson Christian have an answer for him on this first down.
Dalton DeLoach has come in there. He'll be at left end, and we flip-flop somewhat like they do. And 2 turnovers, an interception, and a fumble have put Jackson Christian behind and given opportunity. This is the longest that Middle Tennessee Christian had to go, and they just got one back there, and that's Wilson. He's skirted the end. We didn't get it set, and he's going to be close, if not a first down. It'll be very close. Look like Jack Collins on the tackle.
And I believe they're going to give him the first down right there.
You have to have penetration against this offense. Set the corners, and then your linebackers have to flow into that little alley there. If you don't get the penetration, they will run you out of the stadium.
That's right, and MTCS has just proven that here with about 55 seconds left to go in this first quarter, and Zach Wilson, or I believe Eli Wilson, has just been putting on a show here today.
Yates Gehring comes in. He'll be in the backfield, and let's see if he's there with Mitchell or whom he's with. Again, the strength to the right, and they're just giving it to the tailback. They're really not true quarterbacks. They're tailbacks, and that's going to be close, if not a 5-yard gain. Getting a very liberal and generous spot. The knees actually hit short of that spot. So it's going to be 2nd and 5.
And Jace Mitchell on the run there, looks like.
One of the problems in the state of Tennessee is no association in the state of Tennessee calls games exactly alike. Too much variance. It's got to be worked on. First quarter will end in about 7 seconds with Middle Tennessee Christian leading Jackson Christian 12-7. Let's take a timeout.
Hub City Deli is honored to sponsor Jackson Christian Athletics. Gourmet chef Peter Thomas invites you in for a totally new experience in craft sandwiches, wraps, and salads. The homemade hoagies are baked fresh. A big favorite is Pete's Brisket Hoagie with brisket, smoked Texas style. The Hub City Burger is a Jackson favorite. The salads are always fresh and unique. Hub City Deli is open for breakfast as well. Located on Pleasant Plains Extended, just down the road from Jackson Christian.
We are back here with Middle Tennessee Christian leading on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studios Network. It's on Jackson Christian's Facebook page. It is on 105.3 on radio tonight, normally 93.1, and it is also on the WNWS.com. You have to, local sports, click on high schools, then go and click on the Jackson Christian. There's a couple more clickings you have to do to get the game there. But the Facebook page of Jackson Christian is open to everybody. 2 turnovers, the difference, Michael.
That's right, and MTCS has been pushing the ball up and ahead, and they've gotten 1 score off of a turnover. This is the 2nd turnover drive here for the Cougars.
Going straight to Mitchell with it, and he's broke a hand tackle, but caught and driven back after a short gain. Maybe, well, it may be more than I think. The spottings, I'm not going to say they're questionable, but like I said earlier, no association, and I've been through all of them just about in this state.
That's right, and looks like a gain of 2 for that one, if the referee is correct.
I disagree with the spot. It wouldn't be but a half yard shorter, but
and this is big one here.
3rd and 3 on the 47 of Middle Tennessee Christian. We jump off sides. because they shift the line. That was one of the things I failed to tell you about. They're going to get a first down of it. We went across the neutral zone, and they do that. They're not running a play. They shift the whole team. And like I said, discipline is the key.
That's right.
We're not the only one that this has happened to. And watching the TCA tape, TCA did it early in the contest too and gave them an important first down. That game was 28-6 at halftime.
That is right. And I believe with that's only the first penalty today by either team.
No, I thought we had the handkerchief drop. Maybe they didn't take. Here we go, quick snap, and here goes Wilson again on first down. He's got 5, 6, maybe 7, but we know he's got 6, and he is a very good running back. But their offensive line is very, very good.
That's right, and we're seeing it right here on the replay. Offensive line not giving an inch there, and they're going to put him with about a 5-yard gain on that one. If I'm correct.
In the contest for them, a 10th grader, Brandon Box, he's been playing their tight end spot. They don't throw much, but don't go to sleep. They can throw. It is 2nd and 4, the ball on the Jackson Christian 42, wide side of the field to the left. 10 minutes and 36 seconds and counting. You can watch it on the Thompson Smith Insurance scoreboard. Again, the formation to me looks more like the Notre Dame box, which is a derivative of the single wing. Cedric may have jumped into the neutral zone. He didn't mean to, but it still counts, and it'll be another first down. Coming into the football game is 53, Hunter Waldrop, to play defensive line. And sometimes you try so hard that you make mistakes.
Right. And it's definitely hard when you got a running back like Wilson and you need to almost get that early jump, but when you do, MTCS is punishing you for it.
Well, you don't want a stalemate. You want people penetrating and getting in and getting at least a yard deep in there. This is kind of like playing goal line defense. They're going to shift. See, they do that again, but this time we probably knew it was coming. We got to get out here and cover him. Here comes Carrier, very wise, but they're running the football. And now they try to push and get a little extra on that. It'll be 2nd down. Probably 2nd and 2, 2nd and 2.5, or actually 2nd and 7.5. They'll put 8 up on the scoreboard. Gain of about 2.5.
That's right. And the runner on that one, I couldn't see who originally had possession. I
think
it
was 13 the runner on that one. Owen White. I didn't see it either.
I believe it was either 9 or I think it was Gates right there.
Well, 9 is
Mitchell.
Mitchell. Chase Mitchell, the senior running back and linebacker, does a good job playing football. He and Wilson are in the backfield this time. They're going to shift again, and that keeps Jackson Christian. They can't, we flip-flop to strong side, weak side sometimes. They're just going to try the left side, and here comes Wilson streaking through there. He's going to be close to the first down, probably has it with a nice gain of about 9 or 10 yards. His helmet's off. He's got to go out of the ball game.
That's right. And
it is a first down.
Just got it by 1 yard right there.
We didn't hold on 4th down, and that is another crucial point in the game. We would have had the football in great field position had we held on 4th down. They have made a nice drive out of this. Guerin in the ball game, Yates Guerin. He'll be back there with Chase Mitchell. Guerin, he's junior. I wanted to call him sophomore. He's not. This one looks like they're going to shift. Mosley goes strong side with it. 84 is picked up by Carrier out there. Here comes, rumbling with it is Guerin, and he's a good runner, doesn't throw many passes, but he's going to be close to a first down also, and we've not been able to put anybody in that. They create a little alley. They kick out. They turn the guards in. If they're pulling one, if they don't, they use a back, and they create a little seam or an alley there. It looked like Easton Jones was one of the men up there, and Big Derek comes back in, or Cedric Anderson wearing 71. We go with 3 down linemen, then try to fill in with some stand-up outside linebackers. Second and 1, ball on the 16. They shift again. And I would love to see if that left tackle is in the line of scrimmage. But they get a nice gain. They're headed close but stopped at the 5, and it'll be a pickup of about 11 and another first down. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 5.
And you see right there.
See the seam. They got a lead blocker up in there. Mosley comes over, and then somebody helped finish on him. Middle Tennessee Christian right now are winning the point of attack. They've got more people there outnumbering us at the point of attack. And it looks like Mitchell will go out of the ball game, and here comes Wilson. What do you want to bet? Although Gehring very capable from 5 yards out that Wilson gets it. Wide out to the left. Strength of the formation to the left, and this is going to be Wilson taking it. Heads towards the goal line. We may have stopped him short.
Stopped about a yard short, looks like. And see right there,
Guy White, one of the tacklers. There's some others in there coming up in support from the secondary. So it's going to be 2nd and goal, and you can almost breathe. If you were under center, you could fall forward and get in there, but they're not. They'll be, again, they call it the spread single wing. Again, having studied Newt Rockney and his stuff as an old-time football coach, looks to me more like the Notre Dame box. But this is the new modern spread. And it is 2nd goal from the 1. It's going, and Wilson's just going to keep it himself, tries to dance through there, and the official says he scored.
And that's Wilson's 3rd touchdown run on the night. And just Eagles having a hard time trying to stop Wilson right now.
Right now, it is a very hard time. He good running back with strength and power, hits the line. He has a good offensive line in front of him, though. I know a couple of those guys that block for him are Seabolt and Self do some of the blocking, along with Brandon Box when he's in there. 59, Shelton Springs. And they're going to go for 2, it looks like, every time tonight because they respect our scoring capability. This is Wilson. Did he make it? And no, he didn't. And we'll hold it a little longer if we have a replay, and we do. Watch the Jackson Christian defense. We stack it up, close that gap down, and push back, and there are a whole host of people pushing back. Carrier, one of those, and let's take a short time out. We'll be back on Worthy Road Studios.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Lifestyle Vision, located at Thompson Farms, offers patient-centered comprehensive eye exams. Select your new look with our latest styles from exclusive brands. Come see us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, or schedule an appointment anytime online. Lifestyle Vision, where compassion meets commitment.
We are back. We have seen a great back in Eli Wilson, and I think he's like our Cam Boyd. I think that some people didn't evaluate him as good as he is, and I'll have to check and make sure I'm right. He or Cam didn't. They got nominated for Mr. Football, but did not make it to the semifinalist in this division, and that's a crime for both those young men. This is Reynolds to kick off. He's kicked one deep. He's kicked a couple that have been directional. Let's see what he's got. And he's not a bad onside kick guy, but he goes directional, trying to get it in there. Banky and Robinson run into each other. Banky going laterally, and we're going nowhere. And they accomplished what they wanted to. Mosley can't return it. DeMoss can't return it. And they hold us, and they're happy to give it to us at about the 32-yard line.
And see right there, just miscommunication there between him and Mosley, and that allows the Cougars just to get some good defensive field position with the miscommunication.
Be 1st and 10 on their own 33 for the Eagles of Jackson Christian as they head to the line of scrimmage. Offensive line is Childress, Deloach, Gay, Smith, and Carr. In the backfield is Boyd and Mosley, along with Austin Kelly, who's a pitcher in baseball and a shortstop. They've strung it out, and they set this corner good, and what little that Jalen got, he got that pretty much on his own. We didn't block it well. They may be in the way, but you got to block it and drive people. Let's watch it again on the replay. And watch, we're trying to create that seam, but we don't. And we did not get 22. He forced it 24, had good contain for them. 11 and 24 really are the ones that wrecked the play. That was Brooks Jones and Luke Castle.
That's right. So that'll bring up second down. We got to get something here, Coach.
2nd and 8. Here's Boyd. He's got the first down and more. Across the 50 down into Cougar territory at their 48. So he went from the 35 to the 48 right there in his first down, Eagles.
That's right. Good play by Cam Boyd. Line did a very good job of making that hole. And Cam Boyd going to give us a first down for the first time in, I believe, 2 drives.
It sure is. 3 wideouts, 1 man in the backfield, a blocking back right behind Green, but cutting it inside and making some yardage on his own, about, 4 or 5 yards?
believe they're going to give him right at 5, I think.
At 5, okay. Owen White, one of the tacklers, along with some helpers. It'll be second. They're going to say 2nd and 6, so a 4-yard pickup officially. Rowland, that's Lance Rowland, not Blake. Lance Rowland and Cooper Banky. Mosley is in at a single wide receiver. He's going to get closer to the line of scrimmage. Now remember, they did a good job on our slant throw a while ago because we didn't make the line back. Here's the pitch to Mosley. Gets a good block from Green, and Green trying to get everybody.
That's right. And it looks
Daniel
like
hustles.
That's right. And so it looks like
no, it's going to be 3rd, and no, they're going to make it a first down.
Good play there by Cam Boyd, able to get another one for this drive.
Don't forget King Jewelers helped bring you this broadcast. Grover, the king of bling. Banky and Rowland go left. Mosley left. Could it be the 2-man screen right here? Now they're going to take a look at it. They're going to give to DeMoss, it looks like. DeMoss is going to get the 30, a pickup of about 8 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 2. Let's see what kind of spot he gets.
And like you said, right at the 30, Coach.
He got a right-footed spot that time, a favorable spot. If you folks that's not used to hearing me, if I say left-footed spot, means I think the officials didn't spot it properly. Again, just 2 men in the backfield. It's going to be the quick pass. This is the one. Can we block it? We missed 1 man, and he's going to blow it up. Mosley's going to fall forward for maybe 1. Did he get the 2, though?
I don't believe he did. They're going to spot him, looks like right at the 29, which is going to be 3rd and about a yard, I believe.
A short one, but they blew that one up, and we didn't get our block held long enough. It was a little slow developing. Austin Kelly, the fine baseball player and good quarterback, in. They give to Boyd. He got hit. Did he get it? Banky says he did. What matters, though, is the referees.
And I believe.
Check the spot out. Yes.
That's enough.
It is enough for Jackson Christian first down. It'll be 1st and 10 in Middle Tennessee Christian territory. And we're having a little problem with getting the chains moved. Ball should be about the 20, well, let's see.
Looks like 28-yard line.
28-yard line. Trying to make sure. I was trying to look through. Here comes Mosley in motion. Wide side to the right. It's a pass play. It's going up. They had Banky just a little too far. Did the route not bend on? It was a post, and it was pretty well thrown just out of his reach.
That's right. And that's only the 5th pass by Kelly tonight. Already 3 of 5 with an interception and a touchdown. So
yeah. That brings up a 2nd and 10 ball, 28 yards away. 7 yards for the hold, and I know I'm jumping early, just figuring field goal distance out loud. Wide side to the right with Banky and Rowland. They give to Boyd. Boyd's got left side yardage, gets across the 25, and there he's pushed back by a host of Cougar tacklers. See, 13 is one of them there, Owen White, but he wasn't the only one.
That's right, and you see it goes into a bunch of Eagles right there and stopped right at the 25, and he's able to get about 4 yards off of it. So
a couple of those big, hard-working linemen and linebackers were in on that play too. Brings up 3rd and 6 from the 24, a possession down, really. Mosley's got to juke 1 man. Can he get outside of him? And the young man played it well and holds Mosley to a short gain of about 2.
Fans wanting horse collar on that. I think I'm going to agree with it.
This crew, like I said, every week, their mechanics and the way they judge things is different. I think Jackson Christian's going to call a timeout, and they do. And you saw the replay there. You be the judge. We're going to take a short timeout with it 18-7 in favor of Middle Tennessee Christian over Jackson Christian. We'll be back after this.
Looking for a new and exciting career? At Jackson State Community College, we offer nationally recognized, top-rated programs designed to greenlight your career for success. With courses available in the health sciences, nursing, computer technology, and much more, your next step towards a career starts here at Jackson State. Learn how Jackson State Community College can greenlight your future at greenlightyourfuture.com.
We are back and not going for the field goal, although from here it would have been about a 40, 41-yard field goal, which is in Zach's range, but it's on the right hash mark. I'd like to have seen it closer to the left or on the left for him. It's 4th and 6, wide side to the left, Boyd in motion. They pick him up. We throw across the middle and miss Daniel Green. And not sure Daniel had a chance at that, and the ball goes over on downs.
And so Jackson Christian's really going to have to play defense right here. And if Daniel would have kept going on that, he might have had it. But don't know if he got held there at the end, though.
The little, a miss is as good as missing by a mile, and miss by an inch. And close only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and atomic bombs. And I hate to bring that last one up, but close does count in that, too. 18-7 the score, 1 minute, 36 seconds for the Cougars to work against the Eagles. Got Easton Jones as the one high safety, 3 down linemen. They shift, we shift, and our guys have got to watch. We can't get in the neutral zone shifting with them. And that's what they hope they'll do, is catch you off balance late. Nice job of defense.
I believe they're going. Might be a 1-yard gain on that one, but
Kai Wyatt was one of the men in there, but great job of defense.
That's right, and that one's.
Kai's got that hold. He slips off of his blocker. Cedric's over there helping with jamming it up, and I didn't see who the other, may have been Joey Carr, the other young man in there.
That's right, they're going to call it no gain on that one, too.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 with 1:09. They have not thrown a pass yet, and, folks, they can throw it. Gehring can throw. Gehring is in. He spells his name Geren, Gehring. And Yates Gehring can, let's see, find out where Wilson is. That's the first thing you have to know. Wilson can slip out. He's one of the 2 backs that makes it look like it's the old Notre Dame box, but it's really a single wing. And Wilson gets it on a little reverse. That's a wing-back reverse play.
That's right, and looking like maybe a 2-yard gain on that one, if that. But look here out here. They're expecting Eli Wilson to get it and just swallow it up right there, and looks like I think we're getting a timeout or – yep, Jackson Christian, I believe, going to call a timeout here, Coach.
Well, with the score – Middle Tennessee Christian 18, Jackson Christian 7, 31 seconds left. Let's take a timeout.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Back here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium, Eagles trail by 11. They are on defense. It's 3rd and 8, 31.8 seconds to go. And don't go to sleep, fans of both schools. Even though Wilson has run the football pretty well at will, they, being Middle Tennessee Christian, has not thrown a pass yet. Mosley up close to the line. Jack Collins has the coverage here. This is more a little version of what they call the spread single wing, but they're going to keep it. This is Wilson. You got to know where he is.
And there's
a
flag.
This
one's coming back.
And a nice catching of him by Kai Wyatt, the young linebacker. Did a really good job. He's 5'9" and weighs 195 pounds. He's just a sophomore. And this one's coming back, 23.1 seconds left. in the first half of play.
And not sure which number is going to get the holding on that one, but.
And like I said, these crews do not have the microphone. Most of our West Tennessee crews have the microphone and can tie into the PA system.
I don't believe I've seen one with a microphone yet. At least I hadn't been to a JCS game that has had one.
Yeah, we've had it a couple of times. It's a hold and a big one. It takes a big gainer off there, leaves 23 seconds left. And unless you run out of bounds or call a timeout, it's 3rd and 18.
This is going to be a big one.
Carrier and Collins are your cornerbacks. The one high safety is Easton Jones. They have a wide out to this side. They're unbalanced to the left, and I haven't said a whole lot about being unbalanced, but most of the time Middle Tennessee Christian runs an unbalanced line, and their big guy, and he is a college prospect, is number 72, Jesse Perry. And he hustles. He's a very good blocker. He can also play some defense when necessary. Now, a little confusion. Is it over the spotting of the football? I didn't bother to count because I was going to trust the gentleman with the striped shirts on. Now, an official's timeout. Yes, no, or is it 23.4? It's a clock problem. And there's the .4. Now they've got it up there, 23.4. 3rd and 18. Ball on the 16 of Middle Tennessee Christian. One wide out of the single wing with one back. They're going to keep it and go right there. He breaks through one way, but coming up to tackle him from behind, that looked like Chilton Smith with the bring down contact there.
That's a good tackle right there, and we got a MTCS player down on the field. Looks like one of their linemen.
Clock is stopped. And they're going to take an injury timeout while the young man is looked at and attended to. Let's take a quick timeout on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
We offer live webcasting for families. It kind of came out of when so many warriors were going overseas to war. We have learned to offer families more choices, that we want to serve our families well and serve our families better.
We are back. Got an injured player down there. Looks like they're going to help him up, so that makes it probably not as bad as it could be.
It's looking possibly like a cramped leg or.
Well, that would be better. We don't like to see anybody get hurt. Football's a great game, and sometimes the injuries. And a fine young man, he's played defense and offense. Gavin Seabolt, and Michael scouted that one out. Big 4th and 14 here. They're going to go for it.
Let's see what they do right here.
A little deeper. So you wonder if Mitchell may be trying to punt it. They do have a wide out. We send Mosley back. And they're going to quick kick it, even though you knew it was 4th down. It's going to bounce up in the air and bounce, and the clock will be arrested at 8 seconds. 50 yards away from a score. Jackson Christian might get 2 plays out of this, but it's going to have to get out of bounds quick to get 2 plays. Sometimes in high school, they can't get things done quite as quick as in college, and definitely not as quick as the pros do. You practice this, but it doesn't always come up. They're going to send Lance Rowland far to the left. As far as I know, he has not been targeted tonight. Kelly, the quarterback, Austin Kelly, with the shortstop arm on him, Steps up in the pocket, looking, throws over the middle. His feet trip, and second, he kind of tripped throwing it, and looks like a second interception, or they rule it incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like they are ruling an interception. Kelly on that one looks like legs slipped out from right under him. Glad that was not an injury for Kelly, first off.
And that is the man we've been telling you about, Eli Wilson. He's everywhere. And there will be one play, and I'm going to tell you what, Middle Tennessee Christian has nothing to lose by going for it. They have the ball on their own 27. The wide side of the field is to the left. Let's see what they come out with. Looks like Mitchell and Wilson in the backfield. It's going to go straight to Wilson. He's just going to take it and try to run with it and see what he can get. He gets pulled down for no gain, and that will end the half with Middle Tennessee Christian leading 18-7. We're going to take a timeout, come back, and we'll talk about this game and get the official stats from Greg Armour. You're listening to the Jackson Christian and Worthy Road Studios Network.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
And we are back here at halftime with the Eagles trailing 18-7. Hardin County was trailing Pearl Cone 14-7 in what must have been a knockdown, drag-out game. Got a special guest before Greg Armour comes in here. And it is the Swiss Army knife himself, the man that could do everything, including carry the water bottles out there. He could snap for field goals, extra points, play defensive back. He could have got up there and played defensive end or linebacker. He could catch passes. He could throw passes. Walker, Ray, how's it going at Bethel?
It's going really well, Coach. Team's doing really well. They're traveling to Cumberland this weekend, going out to chase the perfect regular season.
Well, I hate to put you on the spot, but one of the greatest mysteries for everybody around, I get asked all the time, is there still any white apple, the baseball, in your future?
I've really given it some thought, and so far, not yet.
Not yet.
But maybe sometime in the future, but right now I'm just going to stick to football right now.
Now, it shows you that they like Walker up there because the football team has given him a redshirt year, and I was told by an informed source that you're getting some work at wide receiver again.
Yes, sir, I am.
What about defensive back? He can do it all.
No, sir.
No defensive back.
No defensive back, no.
But he can play that wide receiver spot, and he's going to be their long snapper one way or the other because I'm telling you, I think the one graduates this year, right? Or has he got another year
No,
left?
sir. He's actually a transfer freshman.
Oh, a transfer. I did not know about him.
Yeah.
I have to get Diamond Dave to – he forgot to tell me about that one. But Walker can do more than just snap the football in that. Walker, how's the adjustment to college life?
It's really a learning experience. College, it's all about learning, and the next step of your life. But so far, it's been going pretty well.
Would you like to be playing here tonight?
Oh, I would. I miss it so much.
And I believe we could use you tonight a little bit.
Yeah.
Walker likes sticking that bonnet on people and hitting them pretty good. Walker, we're behind 11 points at halftime. Turnovers are killing us. Your assessment of the first half?
So far, what I'm seeing is defensively, we just need to find a way to stop them. They're taking up most of the quarter with the ball. Whenever you have that type of offense and you run it really well, that's what happens. And like you said, turnovers really we just need to clean it up. And so far, I've just seen they've just been more aggressive.
We have not gotten good penetration into their backfield, have we? We'll have a play, but we can't sustain 4 plays. Would have been great if we could have held them on 4th down deep in their territory. They don't like to punt it either.
No, they don't. I've seen that they also like to go for 2.
Yeah, they have a propensity for doing that. You know our system pretty well. Got any thoughts about what we might do in adjustments?
We're right now we're losing the battle at the line of scrimmage. I think we're letting them get inside, and then offensively we're able to get it down to their territory, and then we turn the ball over. We can't get a first down whenever we need it. When we're just outside of Zach Cisco's range, because he can hit it from 40, 50. So, but we need to find a way to get that first down, get in the red zone, and punch one in.
You're right. They have set the corners lately now. Early we were opened up, and they're playing with a little more emotion too. We want it, but they're fired up. They've got points and stuff. Your final thoughts to the fans out there as we're going to take a quick time out after this, but anything you want to say to all the Jackson Christian fans?
I just want to say that, I miss it, and I wish I could be out there, and everybody that's listening, supporting from home, appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. We miss you, and we miss you in baseball, too. Thank you, Walker. We're going to take a quick time out, and the Tower of Power of Stats, Greg Armour, will be with us.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
At Alive Hydration Drip Spa, we offer top-of-the-line IV nutritional therapy, which has a wide variety of health benefits. From immune system boosters and skin care, fatigue, energy, and even hangover relief, you can be sure we have an IV blend that's right for you. All of our blends are administered by one of our experienced nurses in a spa setting to ensure you leave feeling re-energized and refreshed. Give us a call or visit our website to book your appointment today. We have what it takes to make you feel alive again at Alive Hydration Drip Spa.
We are back trailing at halftime. The clock shows 13 minutes and 54 seconds. You can see it on the Thompson & Smith Insurance Agency. And I don't know what that is, but whatever it is, it's got to stop. Somebody playing games with my phone here. Wow. And it wasn't me. I was trying to get the scores up there. I know Hardin County's trailing at halftime by 7 is what we were told. And few things like that, but what's important, Greg, is this game, and we'll get your stats, and then you and I will talk about a couple of issues.
Alrighty, for Jackson Christian, we had 6 first downs in the passing department. Austin Kelly attempted 7, completed 3 for 16 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. In the rushing department, we rushed 20 times for 109 yards. Leading rusher, Cam Boyd had 13 carries for 81 yards. Jay Mosley had 5 carries for 21 yards. Elijah Moss had 2 carries for 10 yards. Leading receiver was number 23, Jay Mosley. He had 3 catches for 16 yards. We had 20 carries for 109 yards in the first half of rushing. We did not punt, and we had 2 penalties for 10 yards. For Middle Tennessee Christian, they had 5 first downs. They did not pass at all in the first half. Rushing department, they rushed 21 times for 170 yards. Leading rusher is number 22. He had 14 carries for 144 yards and 3 TDs. They punted once for 30 yards. They had 1 penalty for 10 yards and no turnovers, and we had 2 interceptions and 1 fumble.
Fumbles and interceptions have hurt us, and then we got caught one of the times that we possibly could have stopped them. I know the coaching staff went over it because we talked about it Tuesday night off air. they shift their whole line sometimes. They have a series that operates off that. They drew us off sides, then got an important first down, and then we weren't able to stop them on one deep in their territory after we had just fumbled the football.
That's right.
Fumble may be questionable. My shot wasn't good enough to tell for sure.
Yeah, I couldn't see the angle either.
But now I am unhappy about something. Inadvertent whistle cost Alan Ford and I a mythical, so to speak, because they only played like 3 rounds in middle school then. And we had a touchdown headed in to the goal and wound up getting beat 6-0.
Yep, the inadvertent whistle, we had the first down. I mean, ended up not hurting us because we did score the touchdown in that drive. But, you know, they I don't know what that guy was seeing when he blew the whistle.
Well, I'm sure the officials and Richard McWhirter won't agree with me, but this young man needs to be written up and sent a letter because there's no place in the game for inadvertent whistles. Honest mistake, probably. Still no place for it. I know I've been on the bad end of it, and that's the reason, fans, if you don't understand, it could have been a lot more costly than it was, and it was bad enough as it was. Greg, thoughts for the second half, things that we need to do besides getting penetration into their backfield?
We just got to keep the gaps and hold our line and just limit them to no big gains. You know, number 22, you had that, you know, he had those 2 touchdowns of 51 and 45. We just need to limit them and then our offense just needs to do what they know what to do.
Absolutely.
And we'll be okay.
Now, we missed 2 passes by just inches, and, you know, that can't be helped. I thought Daniel Green, you change the angle of the pass, or he maybe accelerates. So, you know, there's a lot of, I don't know. All you can do is watch it from up here, and we watch the replay. It just missed, and then there was another pass play.
Yep.
If those 2 pass plays are hit, we've got 6.
Yep. You're exactly right.
But if Frog had a hip pocket, he'd tote a gun, carry credit cards, and have money.
Yeah, the only thing close is hand grenades and horseshoes.
Yeah, that's right, and atomic bombs. That gets kind of close. And, folks, while he's here, we want to say thank you to Greg. He is a veteran. He served during Desert Storm in Iraq and stuff. And the school, when he came back from there, a very touching story he told, and go back and listen to it on the Hub City Deli Jackson Christian Eagles show Tuesday night. It's archived. And Greg, as a veteran, anything you want to say?
Well, you know, as a veteran, you know, I'm proud of all of the men and women that have served in the armed forces, have gone before me and served, you know, and, you know, we just tried to keep our country safe and keep the freedoms that we have and we enjoy, you know.
Absolutely. Anything you want to say to the Jackson Christian fans besides Go Eagles?
No, that's what I needed to say. Go Eagles.
Go Eagles. And don't give up hope, folks. We're only down 11. There's adjustments going on in both locker rooms right now. And Greg will have the final stats for you. We're going to take a short timeout, and when we come back, we'll talk more Eagle football.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's at the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all pre-arranged funerals. So you may have pre-arranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state. But we accept all pre-arranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
We are back. It's still 6:13 and counting, waiting for the second half while adjustments are being made. And we'll tell Michael, go ahead and turn yourself up, Michael. I didn't because I knew you were gathering information. Aloha Pools, Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, Elite Dental, McCoy's Heating and Air, Hub City Deli, also Lifestyle Vision, Snookums Restaurant, Lonnie Cobb Ford, Nest Realty, the Bank of Jackson, Arrington Funeral Directors, and Kaufman's Furniture, along with Lifeline Blood Services, Live Hydration and Spa. Those are some of the fine people. Please go by and tell them you appreciate them bringing you football that you can watch for free. The National Federation likes to charge you for it, and sometimes when you see me on the street, I'll tell you exactly how much that they, well, I can tell you this much. They only give the schools back 10% of the people that mark the little box that say they're supporting a National Federation crew. You get these broadcasts for free, great shots and replays by Worthy Road Studios, and we thank the people from Middle Tennessee Christian that are watching tonight on the Jackson Christian Facebook page. Those of you here in town, you can do the same. You can also watch it at WNWS.com by clicking on the Jackson Christian banner after you've gone to local sports there. You also can hear it on 105.3. Now, normally you say, wait a minute, we're on 93.1. It's on 105.3. There's a Union basketball game on Grace Broadcasting's 93.1. That's the channel Union had been on until last year all the time, and I'm not sure how they're going to handle that this year. I only work for Worthy Road Studios right now, but again, we do have radio coverage, streaming coverage, and this game will be archived on Worthy Road Studios YouTube page in perpetuity, or in other words, forever. Michael, your thoughts so far on this contest? The stats, other than Wilson's running, not that much different.
Yeah, that's right. And we saw Wilson right there. Did we ever get an official stat from Greg Armour on the total rushing yards for Wilson?
Wilson had 144
so
yards.
144, which almost close to matching the Jackson Christian offense, if not over it. But he has done a miraculous job in this game. If they do not have Eli Wilson, I'm going to get his name right here in a minute, Eli Wilson, then MTCS is not in this game, I don't think. And that's just the hard truth about it. But other than that, MTCS has been playing very well defensively. Austin Kelly, like I said, only a sophomore, has only got to start. This is the second game starting with Gage Boykin being absent right now. But other than that, Kelly has only thrown, I believe, 7 passes, and he's completed only 3 of them. One of those completed passes a touchdown, and then another one has been, or 2 of them actually, interceptions. So
2 interceptions. He was kind of tripping on that last one, his feet, and underthrew his receiver. And with his arm, he might have gotten it there. I'd have to go back and look at the replay again.
Yeah, but like I said, with that, just that interception, it looked like what you said. Don't know if it was the left or the right foot slipped, and then got the ball just a little underthrown, but could have had Jalen Mosley there towards the end of the end zone with a one-on-one matchup if that was not the case. But I believe we got some replays.
Yeah, let's take these replays. We've got 4 of them, and we'll see what we've got coming up here. Trina Hicks does such a great job. She even writes out with the replay. This will be Jackson Christian's touchdown. It'll be Kelly to Mosley, and watch the catch. Thrown perfectly, and look at the concentration and focus, and you know now why Ole Miss and Liberty and the University of Memphis and some other schools want Jalen Mosley. He's just a sophomore.
That's right, and that was just perfect placement by Kelly. Mosley, great read, great way to get the foot down, great touchdown.
Now the next 3 coming up will be Middle Tennessee Christian scores, and I'll let Michael handle that, and Wilson will be doing most of the running there.
Yeah, you got that right, and let's see, with this first touchdown by Middle Tennessee Christian. Like I said, this was after the attempted onside kick by the Eagles, and Wilson just found every small little hole that he could and was able to take that 51 yards and no chance of even catching up with him. Eli Wilson touchdown on that one.
And you notice he did break a tackle. We had one shot at him and didn't happen. And I believe you've got 2 more touchdowns coming up.
That's right. This is the second one. This one from, I believe, 55 yards. And I marked that as a 45-yarder, but 10 yards back from that one. And Eli Wilson, what a game so far. On those 2 touchdown runs, 100 yards equally on those.
And he's got 144 for the night. I believe Adrena has kindly fixed us one more play.
That's right. And let's take a look at this one. And this, again, Eli Wilson, after being stopped 2 or 3 different times on this drive, was able to get across the line on this one from 1 yard out. And MTCS is just doing a very good job phenomenally with their offense. Stone Jackson Christian off just a little bit. Jackson Christian not used to seeing a defense or an offense set up like this. At least I haven't, in the games that I've watched with Jackson Christian, I have not seen an offense set up like this, Coach.
No, this is it really is a single wing, but then at times the positioning of the 2 backs close to the line looks more like the Notre Dame box. A lot of people not familiar with that. Notre Dame box was not as good a formation after they made the shift rule. And we want to thank Blake there. I thought he was going to deliver me one of those Beckham sandwiches, but yeah, he wishes he had one too. They have a sandwich at Hub City Deli named for Blake. And we've got to get penetration. We've got to be disciplined, watch the cutbacks, and then a linebacker or one of our backfield men have to meet Wilson, and not only Wilson, because Mitchell runs quite well too, and we saw Yates Guerin. He took the ball down to, the 5 on 1 run, and pretty powerful young man, too.
I believe so, and there's just – I don't know what you can say about this MTCS team, but they are definitely what everyone has put them up to be, and that is a playoff championship contention team.
It is a low-risk offense that they run, and they haven't thrown in the first half. Very quickly, checking some scores, some of them you will be interested in, some you won't. Henry County leads Portland High School 42-0 at half. Christian Brothers trailing Montgomery Bell in Division II 21-0 at half. Trinity Christian, it's in the second quarter, and I can't get an update. They are trailing Nashville Christian 21-7. DCA and Friendship Christian are tied, and it's still in the second quarter, and it's not giving me a time. University School of Jackson is beating Lakeway Christian in the second quarter 28-6. It is 18-7 with Middle Tennessee Christian leading over Jackson Christian here, and it is halftime. Davison Academy trailing Knox Webb by 4 in the third quarter. It's 28-24. Lipscomb in Division II AA beating Silverdale 56-0. Believe it or not, even though they're not big enough to be in as far as numbers in the school in Division II AAA, Lipscomb will move up next year.
I believe so, and I believe that is coming straight from the decision of Lipscomb Academy because of the success that they've had in their athletics these past couple of years, Coach.
Lexington and Marshall County tied up at 7 at halftime. Tell you what we're going to do. Let's take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have second half football.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Tired of being seen and not heard? At Lifestyle Vision, we believe in patient-centered quality eye care for West Tennessee, which is why we are locally owned and operated. Come see us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, or schedule an appointment anytime online. Lifestyle Vision, where compassion meets commitment.
And we are back here, and this has been an interesting game so far. And we'll have to see what goes on here in the second half. It's a new ball game, except the difference is MTCS is up by 11. And Coach, I believe
I know why I can't get that game off my phone. When my friend sent it to me when I opened his text. I'll get you for that. I've already got to call into Apple to get rid of that.
All right, well, I mean, this is just don't really know what to expect. Jackson Christian is not going to have the ball to start out the second half after receiving it in the first to begin that, but MTCS will have the ball, and it's going to be Eli Wilson in the very back with number 3, Scheffler, and number 15, Guerin.
That's 3 good running backs back there, and don't think that Scheffler can't run the football. He can also play wide out, too.
That's right. And they're going to bring Guerin and Scheffler up to the 20-yard line, 30-yard line.
And the man right here in front of 7 that got the onside kick, but this one will go line drive style, bouncing, and it bounced right up to Wilson. He couldn't have asked for a better hop. If you're playing baseball, you field it, and he comes across the 30.
And it looks like a 32, right up to 32. I believe.
Yeah, Easton Jones with the initial hit on that one. And Middle Tennessee Christian, the Cougars will go into business 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Maybe they're going to give them the right-footed spot. It's the 33. I'd have to go back, and I didn't turn my head quick enough to replay. Don't know about that one. It is at the 33. We'll just have to trust the men that wear the stripes. Okay, coming out this time, Guerin and Mitchell in the backfield. It's unbalanced to the left of the formation. We've got 3 men over there and 2 linebackers. They hit the hole, and this time Guerin's going to get a gain, and then his offensive line gives him a little extra push. And Joey Carr, one of the men down there.
It looks like maybe a gain of 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Kai White in there helping, and also helped up he helped up the runner. A nice show of sportsmanship by Kai White. Man, he with the push, he got 4 yards out of that one. And as Woody Hayes used to say, all you need is 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And here comes Eli Mitchell back in the ball game. Now, you wonder, did we put a spy or somebody on him to keep an eye on him?
And it looks like Jackson Christian man's getting into this.
And it's just going to be Wilson dances. He hits the hole. He's gone. Jack will not catch him, and Jack's quick. And he is going to go 63 yards for a touchdown. And did you watch him on the replay? Watch him bounce and pick his hole. He starts right, bounces, goes back to the A-gap all the way to that, and it's just a foot race, and we're a step slow getting there to tackle him.
That's right. And just perfect placement of the offensive lineman there. It's able to get a big gap there for Wilson.
Wilson took that one 63 unofficially. That's what I have. What do you have?
I got 63 as well, Coach.
Okay, then I trust you. Here we go with the swinging gate. They'll shift. Here comes the kicker. He lines up as a wide out, and they'll go, and they've still got plenty of time, 15 seconds on the play clock. And Reynolds will attempt the extra point with Eli Wilson holding. Takes 1.3 seconds to execute this. The snap, the kick looks good. The referees say it is good. It is now 25-7. Let's take a timeout on the Worthy Road Studios network.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
We are back, and just like that, they score, and I believe that Eli Wilson has gone over the 200-yard mark for them. And we will have Mosley back, probably Jack Collins back, and it looks like Eli DeMoss. They haven't broken up. They're going to stay in a huddle till he puts the football down. wouldn't be surprised to see Mosley come over here to the Jackson Christian bench this time. And that is what's going to happen for them. Let's see if he takes a look. They may signal into him where they want it kicked. They have worked on their game too, and I've worked with teams that we did signal where we wanted our kicker to kick it. And it's going to be shorter, and calling for a fair catch is number 2 on our roster, Mason Vaughn, the fine freshman, who has 4 interceptions this year and then doesn't even start. But we've got some good defensive backs that also have 4 interceptions.
That's right.
And some with 3.
It looks like this ball is going to be right on the 39-yard line.
Now, this is one of those, and I know I make it sound, this time it's pressing. I haven't said that in a while. We must try to score this possession or the next one. And we have to hold them to no score for a while. Kelly gives to Boyd as he's running left. He gets back to the line and maybe a yard gain. They strung that one out well. Let's see, their corner comes up. They fight off of a block. And then a linebacker dives in there to slow him up. Number 11, Brooke Jones, slowed him up. And then 2 Cougars finished him, 7 being one of those, Seth Harris. And there is a Cougar player down. One of my texts that came to me a while ago said, why haven't they run any counter or anything like that? Well, one, you game plan and you work on it. You can make some switches, and they may yet, but the running plays will be nice. It keeps it out of their hands, but we've also got to put the ball in the end zone, and the counter can work. We'll see what we got going. Got a slot left, single receiver to the right. They fake to Boyd. They go out here to Mosley. He needed an extra block, and number 11 hit him pretty hard then. Mosley, a tough kid. He got about 5 yards, maybe 6. It'll be 3rd, though, and 4. You see the replay here, and they had a short. They've got more people. They've got this play well scouted. It's great individual effort that we're getting. Roland comes out of the game. And let's see what happens here. We're going to go unbalanced in over. We pull the guards. Boyd up the middle. He's got yardage. He is streaking through there like a rocket. One man, and it is Eli Wilson that stops him at about the 21-yard line.
What a play there by Cam Boyd. And Cam is so, of course, like you said, this might have hurt him there in the college recruiting. But Cam able to find the little holes as a little guy and just.
No huddle offense. We hand to Boyd trying to right side. We pull a guard out there. He's got yardage across the 15. And we've got to watch for them going to no huddle. And they're going to line up and call it from the line of scrimmage. Good gain that time. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1 yard. It's a short one. Now the referees stop it to see if Middle Tennessee Christian called a timeout because we had their number on that one. And I'm not sure, didn't see it, so I can't prognosticate. But let's take a timeout on Worthy Road and Jackson Christian's network.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
Middle Tennessee, a good team. The coaches were wise calling the timeout, but I think we would have made some hay while the sun shined. Could we gotten that play off? And only the referee knows for sure if the timeout was called in time. Well, they slow us up, so it's 2nd and a short 1. Boyd in the backfield. We're going to shift. Boyd will shift to the right. We'll bring the blocking back to the left along with Green. Gets 1 block. He's got yardage across the 5. Spinning down, it looks like, to about the 4-yard line maybe.
That's enough for a 1st down. And they're going to go ahead and hurry up again here. And MTCS is struggling to get to the line. And Boyd is going to get it right there, Coach.
Yes, Boyd got it after the 8th 1st down. 13 yards on that one. Touchdown and 13 yards, Cam Boyd. The hurry-up offense helped a whole lot. Let's see, we're going to kick the extra point. Right now we are 12 down at the 9:18 mark in the third quarter. Here comes the kick. It's up. It looks good. It is good. It is 25-14 with the Eagles to kick off after this on Jackson Christian Network.
Looking for a new and exciting career? At Jackson State Community College, we offer nationally recognized, top-rated programs designed to greenlight your career for success. With courses available in the health sciences, nursing, computer technology, and much more, your next step towards a career starts here at Jackson State. Learn how Jackson State Community College can greenlight your future at greenlightyourfuture.com.
We are back after an exciting drive of no-huddle offense, and that was important because we did get back to within 11 at the 9:18 mark. They'll send Eli Wilson back. Gehring is up in front of him. Also, number 3, Luke Scheffler, will be on the far side. He's up at about the 30. Now, let's see if Zach tries to put this one in the end zone and make them start from the 20 or give them a kick that they might fumble. They have to bring Hassan on, 84. That's Grant Hassan, the wide out. He patrols the middle of the field on kickoff reception for them. And Cisco is ready. Wilson back at about his 6. Bouncer, and they're just going to field it and go down at about the 32. It was a good idea. We just can't get the tricky hop, Michael.
That's right. And this is the second time we've had that tonight, and that last second tricky hop has just not gone good for us.
63 on that last one for him. Unofficially, and this will be pretty close to the totals that Greg has, Wilson has 207 yards. Okay. Scheffler is coming out as the one of the wings. It's the double set. It's still the spread single wing for them. Just straight ahead, and they've liked that play all night, whoever it's snapped to. That's pure single wing football. Off of the left side and gained about 4, and that was Mitchell.
Eagles doing a very good job here on starting out this drive.
Cedric Anderson, one of the men, but there's 2 other men. One of them hit him actually first, and Cedric helped come over and put him down. So it's going to be 2nd and 6. Gehring comes all the way to the sideline. 17 seconds on the play clock. We're in the third quarter play. Now, Gehring is going to split out a little bit, so it's going to be a direct snap. Right there, straight ahead. This time stacked up, but they get good push by their linemen, so they'll get at least a yard out of it. And again, a host of people. See Cedric in there, probably our tackle on that side. See some linebackers, see Carrier coming, see Easton Jones coming, and I wish we could give all the young men credit. 3rd and a long 5. What's your call, Wilson?
I mean, if I'm MTCS, you got to go Wilson, or you got to go for your first pass of the game, I guess.
I don't think they throw it. They could, because they kind of lulled us to sleep a little bit. Wilson is going to receive a direct snap. Got a running back to his right side, a wide out left, and they're just going to run Wilson. He's hit, but his drive, boy, that's going to be close. And
referees are spotting him right at the first down mark.
He's giving them the first down. I think, I didn't get a close enough look. I think his knee hit before his headgear, and the football broke the plane. That's debatable, though. I'm upstairs there, down there on it. Will not fault them for that. 1st and 10. Wilson's got, 217 yards now. And that was a lot of leg drive out of him. We clogged the holes, did what we needed to do. We just didn't get to push. Going with 3 down linemen and a stand-up linebacker, bring another linebacker up, outside linebacker. They're going to run a counter-type play, and the running back gets through there. We didn't have anybody in the hole, and he didn't get touched till he was deep into our secondary for another first down. And that was Scheffler running the football.
It was just a good read there by MTCS, able to get that ball right where Jackson Christian was shifting away from.
They're trying to pull the shoulder pad, or not the pad, but the jersey over it because the pad's not supposed to be exposed. And the official helped him out with that. 1st and 10 in Jackson Christian territory. Ball on the 44-yard line of Jackson Christian, wide side of the field to the left. 15 seconds on the play clock, plenty of time for Gehring to get out there with the play. And they hustle to the line of scrimmage this time, quick count. And this is Gehring running the football, and he gets driven back by several Jackson Christian people, probably Eli Craig being one of them.
Jackson Christian doing very well on the first down, and just got to do good on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Coach.
Short down, short carry, 2nd and 9, and will be the official ruling on it. 2 men go out. I see Scheffler back in. Here comes Wilson back in. Well, you want to bet he touches the football. Didn't say he's going to run it. He'll touch the football, though.
That's right. Let's see what they run here.
He's got over 200 yards. Linebackers walk up. There's 3. It looks like an old 5-4 defense now. Here is Wilson dancing, and look at the leg drive. He spun out of that. We thought we had him. And he's going to be not going to be a first down, but it'll be close.
That's right. Look at this replay here. Able to see that hole and get swallowed up there by, looks like number 5, but then able to get out of it.
He broke Kai's tackle, and then looked like Carrier came across there. Easton Jones is there. And this is 4-down territory for them. Now, they haven't moved the down marker for some reason. Did you see a flag that I missed? Something on the defense. Face mask. Interesting, but they missed the horse collar a while ago, and one of our fans yelled that out. So it'll be another first down. There's only 2 places or 2 officiating associations that I could think of that call like this where this group came from. They will remain nameless, and I bet you I'm right. And again, folks, for the ones of you who wonder why I say stuff like that, it's the truth. But other than my 31 years with the Madison County school system, I have lived in all parts of the state doing work to help schools. Okay, two backs, but Wilson is the one that's going to get it. The whistle sound, an illegal procedure. Got that one right. It's the 2nd time that's happened. First one wasn't called.
And couldn't tell which one that was on.
Well, sometimes they don't get set. They weren't set a while ago when they were shuffling everybody around. And we do that. You know, we get called for that sometimes too. We get in our hurry-up offense, but we ran it good the last time. We've got to have a stop, though. 4:52 to go in the 3rd quarter. Clock now running again. Don't forget to check out the logo sponsors, some great people. So they send a man in motion, and they snap to the short back. And there's one of the up backs. The football is loose. Who has the football for the Eagles?
And
giving him the football was number 5, Kai Wyatt. I don't know if Kai got it, but let's look.
And
that is Kai Wyatt on it. The replay doesn't lie.
That's right. And player was not even close to being down. Good defensive possession there by the Eagles, coach.
Got to strike while you're hot. Probably, and I could be wrong, a running play coming up here. Boyd in the backfield with Austin Kelly. It is Boyd trying the left side. Running, breaks through some tackles. One man has a chance to take his ankles out, and Wilson finishes him off. Wilson is a very good safety. Usually they're in 2 high, but some of our formations force you into 1 high. First down, Jackson Christian. And we're going hurry-up offense again. Rolling to the bottom of your screen. They're going to give it to Elijah DeMoss. DeMoss loose in the secondary, carrying it like a loaf of bread. He breaks a tackle. He's got one blocker. Can he beat the man down the sideline? Elijah DeMoss, what do you have? Touchdown, Jackson Christian and Elijah DeMoss. He just took that one 44 yards.
That's right. Look at this replay right here. Starts out going to the left or to the right side of the field and then changes directions quickly here, Coach. And good blocking there by the receivers on this one. Number 24, Lance Rowland. Amazing block that led to that touchdown.
They fumbled running a low-risk offense because they don't fumble much. They're good ball handlers. Good effort by 24 for them to try to catch him, Luke Castle. But Elijah's got jets that even work better than that. Now, wait a minute. Are we going for two?
I believe
we must be. Elijah DeMoss in there. That worries me that Cam's not back in, not because Elijah's there. Elijah can also run the Wildcat. Here's the pass in the end zone, picked off, and it's no good. In high school, you can't run it back like you can in the pros. So 25-20 your score, and you're going to get a replay.
That's right. Just look at the play by Kelly here. Has Mosley just a little underthrown.
Yeah, got to go towards the back. It either needs to be a over-the-shoulder catch, or you might have gotten away with a deeper back shoulder catch. Don't know. 25-20. Let's take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with more football.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
We are back with, you guessed who, Eli Wilson wearing number 22. I'm impressed with that young man.
Yeah, the fact that he was not a semifinalist was definitely a crime, what you said earlier.
Yeah, and I need to check and make sure I'm right about that, but it's one of those things. Here's one. Kiss it goodbye. It's a home run, and that's what I say for those that are new listening. It's out of here. It'll come out to the 20, and Zach Cisco was pumped up.
These Eagles fans getting into it, Coach.
Yep. And the reason you go for two, if you are trailing by 5, on the extra point chart I've got that all college coaches, offensive coordinators keep, you go for 2. So do not criticize people. That is the proper call, and Michael will vouch for that is a college
that is correct.
sheet. I was given that at UT Martin by a very wise head coach that they had that won some ball games up there. Here come the Cougars with the crossing play. Could be called a cross buck, and they scissor. Some people call that a scissor. And they get good yardage and get the first down. Scheffler running the football for them.
And see on the replay there, MTCS has got some good outside blocking right there towards the sideline, able to get number 3, Schiffler there inside.
Yeah, Easton Jones wearing 15 tackles and playing that one high safety. Does a good job. Easton was hurt early in the year, if you wonder why you didn't hear his name till the last few games. Middle Tennessee Christian on the move. Jackson Christian wants a stop right here. It would really add to the cause, but we are back within striking distance. A 5-point difference in it. Wide out to the right. Their wingman a little wider to the right, and they're going to run the crossing play again, or some people call that a counter. I know my good friend Dave McCulley likes to call it a buck counter.
And we're seeing that on replay there. And the misdirection, able to get more yardage out of that than what the Eagles would have liked for.
Yeah, they got 5, brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 40, just the nose short of the 44. Wide side of the field is going to be to the right. Chilton Smith comes out, and he's going to get some instruction and some water both. Chilton always plays hard. Big Cedric anchoring things. Joey Carr in there right now. See Mosley coming to play defense. He and Jack Collins to the right of their formation, and it's very tight this time, single wing. The tailback keeps it, and I'm not going to call him a quarterback. And 2 good tackles by one, Mosley dropping in there, and then Jack put the shoulder to him, Jack Collins.
That's right, and you're going to see it there on replay. Collins right there. Nice hit by Jake Collins.
That's the way they like to see it coming out of practice. It's going to be third, and I'm going to call it it's a yard and 1 inch. Why can I say that? I'm sitting right on the yard line. Third and an inch, or 1 yard and an inch. 3rd and 1 plus an inch. Again, the tight single wing formation. Here it comes, nothing but power. Wilson reads his blocks well. We're not in the football. What are they going to rule? This official over here doesn't know. Oh, for shame.
But I believe they're going to say the ball is.
It may have been down. His right elbow may have gotten down.
And they're going to call for the chains on this one.
Well, that eliminates the fumble right there. Cool heads win hot ball games at this time. Even if it's short, they will go for it on 4th down. Eli Wilson, a talented runner. I'm going to tell you what, I would have loved to have froze that one. It was close, but I want to say his right elbow may have hit the turf. None of the officials really know what happened. If you want to know the truth, they ain't got a clue. It's a 1st down. Bad mechanics. He signaled that it was giving Middle Tennessee Christian the foot short sign, and it's past the stake.
That's right.
And I promise you, fans from both teams, they didn't have a clue whether it was a fumble or not. Not one single one of them. Blown an inadvertent whistle tonight. No excuse for that either.
I want to go back and watch that later.
Officials have a tough time, but I was one many moons ago. I was in my 20s, and my eyesight went a little bad for a while in my left eye, and I had enough sense to get out. It's not fair to the kids. But that, I'm not going to say they were wrong about it. They don't know, and I'm not sure. I would have to freeze where the elbow and run that in slow motion. Wide side of the field to the left of their formation. The Cougars have it, and they go into one man. Now, this is you have 3 backs lined up, and it's nothing but power. It's got a name for it when you play this new modern spread single wing, and there's a penalty on the offense, and it gets cheers from, this is your phone.
Yeah, that is.
And you're right, and I'm right. Eli Wilson is not a candidate for Mr. Football.
Yeah,
that is a crime. Eli Wilson, a great back. His line is very good. They got Perry, as I told you. He'll always come to the strong side of the unbalanced line. Again, 3 backs up there to do nothing but block straight ahead, and here comes Wilson, and he is stopped. And this time they didn't get much of a push. He does get a little across the 40-yard line.
And you see the defense right down there. And look at this replay first. Not even a yard before even getting hit, and he stopped right where he got hit at.
Cedric helps finish it off. I see Kai White there. I see another young man that didn't get his number getting off the pile. It probably was number 60 for us, and that was Ty Smith. 27 seconds left, as you see, on the Thompson and Smith clock in the 3rd quarter. Here's the power formation again, and getting him from behind, flashing across there faster than a speeding bullet, was number 4, Caleb Newsom, the dog linebacker.
And no gain on that one,
No
Coach.
gain, 3rd and 13. This is a team that I don't think they're going to punt it. They'll use both of these downs. They'll let the clock run out. At the end of 3 quarters of play, the score is Middle Tennessee Christian 25, Jackson Christian 20. Let's take a timeout.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
are back for the final quarter of football in somebody's season. This is an elimination game. The Cougars have the lead over the Eagles by 5 at 25-20. There are 12 minutes of football as far as official clock time left in somebody's season. Guerin comes out. Mitchell comes out. On the sideline for this play is Mitchell. They're back in their single wing. Reverse out. Guerin wants to throw the football. He's got a receiver, and the receiver's going to pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards, and that looked like number 44 on the catch then, and that is Jackson Highfield.
That's right. They're back to their original line of scrimmage now with that.
4th and 9, and let's see if Wilson reappears. I see Scheffler out there. 88 is the tight end box. I see Anderson, Caleb Newsom to the wide side of the field, the dog linebacker. 58 is Joey Carr on that front line. 60 is Ty Smith. Mosley, Collins, Carrier out there. Here come, and they're going to change their formation. It's a tight single wing with a short wide out. And now somebody wants a timeout. It's Middle Tennessee Christian. They take a timeout, leading by 5. Let's take another timeout.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
We're back. Same defense comes for us out there. Don't forget about our corner logo sponsors like the great education you get at Jackson State. Dynamics taking care of these kids here. Physical therapy, the blacksmith with some great steaks, burgers, and the PBLT. Jones Chevrolet with some great cars, and Thompson Smith. It's 4th and 9. They send the man just slightly motion. They're going to punt it, and they freeze you this way. You don't get back and don't get any return. It'll go out of bounds. Now, if they triangulate it, and that's what the officials do, they'll come up the line and spot the thing. They're getting closer to being right. They're only about a half yard off. I will do, again, folks, I used to officiate some. It's been a while, but I had one of my partners in broadcasting was one of the greatest officials that we ever had in this area. And I learned a lot more from him. He knew more about officiating than I did. Rolling to the bottom of the screen. Banky, Roland's on. Banky is off the line. 2 backs in the backfield. They send the man in motion, run a little counter action. Boy, he breaks through the first wave. It's a foot race. 22, Wilson's got an angle on him. He'll bring him down from behind, but at about the 26-yard line.
Oh, what a play by Cam Boyd. And I think they're going to go hurry up here.
They are going to go hurry up. One of the things that I didn't point out to you, sometimes they loop, twist, whatever you want to call their stunts, and they can stunt themselves. One of their ends always crashes. Here's a pass to the corner of the end zone intended for Mosley. He's out there. Mosley has it. Touchdown. Jackson Christian and Jalen Mosley. And the Eagles have come back to take a 1-point lead. What was that, a 25-yard touchdown pass?
Right at 25 yards. And Kelly making up for the 2 interceptions that he's thrown tonight, and he's done it. He's made the right time to make that comeback now.
10:37, and we now have an official white knuckler. We will kick the extra point because it's 26. That'll only give us a 2-point lead. They have a good field goal kicker, but plenty of time in this game. And the kick is up. The kick is good, and it is 27-25. Jackson Christian back in the lead. Let's take a timeout.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
We are back. Jackson Christian has just stormed back and taken the lead. What a great job. They held and then forced them to kick on 4th down. Official triangulated the punt going out of bounds, pretty close to correct. Zach Cisco will be here to kick. Does he kick to Wilson and take a chance on it not going in the end zone, or does he blast one and it goes in the end zone?
I think if you're Zach Cisco right here, you got to do the smart thing here and just go ahead and kick it to where Eli Wilson can't get it.
Let's see if he tries to push it to the right or the left a little bit and still get it in the end zone. He can do that. Very capable young kicker. This one, a line drive. It's going to come down, and it's there at the end zone. Even if he'd caught it, his foot would have been in the end zone. And guess what? It comes out to the 20, 80 yards away. Middle Tennessee Christian looking to retake the lead here in an official white knuckler, and it's kind of turned into a slobber knocker.
Yeah, that is right, especially here in this 4th quarter, Coach. Or, excuse me, 2nd half. I'll get my words straight here in a minute.
Let's see who the Cougars bring out. Looks like 44, who had a nice catch a while ago. Highfield will come back out with the group. Now, they ran away from Perry. As I told you earlier, they don't always run to Perry, but a lot of their plays are going to go into that unbalanced side, and they're trying to get more people to the point of attack. And they want the football put close to the left hash mark, which will give them the wide side of the field to the right of their formation and their bench. And you can check it out. Perry is over there. They're probably going that way. Wilson back into the contest. Here comes Wilson around right in. He's got yardage, and he'll be held to a 4.5, maybe a 5-yard gain. Yeah, they're going to give him the 5-yard spot. 88, Jack Collins on the tackle. But I'm going to tell you what, it looks closer to 6 than me. It's a long 5, short 6. How about that?
Yeah, that looks about right from our angle up here. But Jackson Christian's really found the answer for Eli Wilson in this mid-second half here.
Seth Harris, 7, comes wide. He's got good hands, but they're just going to run the football. And this time they hit the gap, that being Mitchell with it, and he gets the first down. We didn't have him. We did not fill quick enough.
Yeah, that's right. You just see him get right in there, and shoulda, coulda, woulda. If you had 2 guys over there, that'd have been 3 yards, 4 yards less right there.
You'd like to see our linebackers hitting him much quicker. It's 1st and 10 for the Cougars on their own 33. Short side of the field to the right. They're just going to snap it and take it and run. And this time, good play over there on around the 35. That probably will be a pickup of 2.
And this time we do exactly what we didn't do on that last one, Coach.
You see linebackers, a whole lot of Eagles up in there. Cedric, Craig, a couple other people, Kai White coming off of it, and then there's some gentlemen that are down. And I don't like the spot. It's about 6 inches too far towards our goal line. But I'm not judging it. 2nd and 7. It's a short 7, though. And there we go with the counter. Some people like to call it the buck counter. And that was Wilson they stopped, I believe.
And let's see who gets the ball right here.
I don't know. Maybe it was not Wilson.
And
it
was Wilson.
And one hand, Joey Carr finishes. And Kai White had a hand, but Joey Carr, and don't know about that block that came in. Might have been after the whistle, or maybe they're letting him have motion. 11 comes off the field for them. That's Jones. Mitchell has the play. Simmering in there. Power to the right of the formation. They pull the guards. Wilson gets it. He keeps his leg turning. Broke a tackle for a second. Then we're going to put him down at about the 41. Let's see if he gets one of those generous spots. That young man earns everything he gets. That should bring up 4th and a short 2.
I believe so, depending on where they spot it. Like you said, right at the 41, Coach.
You see our great replays brought to you by Mitchell's Body Shop. Now let's see what happens. Brooks Jones back in there. Wilson will be with him. they're going for it. They're not going to punt it away this time and try to fake us off. Got to have a big defensive play by Jackson Christian right here.
That's right.
Sent a wide out to the right or to the left. Perry is over at left tackle, and they're going for it. It's one man back there. Here's Wilson darting. He got hit, and we had him, and then his second effort is going to get him the first down.
That's right.
He's a good back.
And you see it right here. Initial hit, let's see where they get him at. Right at the first down mark.
And we had one man that if he could have got him back there in the backfield, we would have been in business. Coming out of the ball game is number 53 for us. We'll have to see who came in for him, and that is Hunter Waldrop. Hunter gives us some good minutes. Chilton Smith comes out. Somebody's group is playing for their last time tonight. The winner of this game advances on to take the TCA Nashville Christian winner. Picking his hole, and there was no hole. 60, Ty Smith was there. Number 4, Caleb Newsom, the dog linebacker, was there.
That's right. Look at this play right here. Look at the edge there. Number 60, Ty Smith. What a play. Able to stop him short.
Yeah, getting a little chippy out there about 5 yards down the field. Mitchell comes towards the sideline. It is 2nd and 10, and here comes the man with the plan, the guy that can tote the mail. Eli Wilson has my vote that he should have been in the semifinalist at least. Missed the TCA game. They played TCA without him. Power formation, it's going to Wilson, and the referees blow the whistle, and I think you got a timeout. And they're going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout and come back on Worthy Road Studios.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
And we are back for 2nd and 10. I believe that last time out was chalked up against Jackson Christian, and they may have needed it. The Cougars jumped into a power where they had all 3 backfield men up in front of Wilson, and what they do is they clog the holes and jam them up to block straight ahead, and they'll either pull a guard or they'll fold block or do something like that. It's a good formation. It's got a name in this modern single wing spread, and I just cannot think of the name right now. I will. They're going to come back to it. So they're staying with the same play. And see how the 3 backs are up there close in the gaps. It's Wilson. He starts right. He keeps his feet moving, and that time there was a whole flock of Eagles over there. Newsom was just one of them. I saw his 4 get up, and it looked like that Craig got out there good. Ty Smith always fighting, and he had to be in there somewhere. It is 3rd and 10.
That'll definitely be a play you got to go back and watch later on YouTube, especially that play right there. That was an interesting play to watch here on the replay.
3rd and 10. We'll try to get you updated on some scores. And coming to the left is Harris, wing left. They run the counter, and they have cut us to ribbons with that. And this time we're going to stop it. A good gain, though, and it's going to be about 4th and 5 or 4th and 6, depending on the spot of the football.
I believe they've got it.
It's going to be 4th and 6. It's a little shorter than 7 yards, so it's 4th and 6 officially. Harris goes out. They bring the big Hassan, and we've got some scores. USJ beating the stuffing out of Lakeway Christian Matter Hacks final 48-6, right?
And that is right, Coach.
And I'll let you give the rest of them. They bring Hassan a little wider than they have on the last play. Sembering is just outside, and they're going to pass the ball. Guerin, and he's a decent passer now. And they've got a man open, and he catches it and goes down immediately for a first down. So we kind of went to sleep at the throttles and let Sembering get behind us. Let's watch again. We cover the guy out in the flat. They're throwing to Sembering. and he is behind our coverage, and somebody blew their coverage then because they were looking run. You can't come up too quick. 4:06 and counting. Jackson Christian leads by 2 at 27-25. Middle Tennessee Christian on the march. Looks like, is that Mitchell at quarterback or tailback? Really is what it is in a single wing. And for the first play, that's good yardage for them. We do push them back. We're not letting them get that extra drive, or was that Mitchell?
And I believe it's going to be.
I mean, not Mitchell, but Wilson. I can't see. No, it's Mitchell. I was right the first time. Sometimes when the numbers and jersey getting it looks like some unsportsmanlike conduct.
They called personal foul against the Cougars right there after, I believe it was Mitchell, got up in the face of some Jackson Christian players right there.
And things have gotten a little chippy. I like preventative officiating. I think I would have told both teams, back in the Jackson Christian series that they had the football and scored that, gentlemen, y'all just need to play football and concentrate on that. Let the officials officiate and let the coaches coach, and we'll have a big old time. So that moves it back to second, and it says 23. I will accept the scoreboard, and I don't blame Coach of Middle Tennessee Christian for checking with the officials, and it was very friendly. They didn't even have to quote any Shakespeare or anything like that. Split in to the left. The blocking backs to the left of the formation. This is just Wilson going up the middle, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, but he was already headed down, and he'll get down to the 35-yard line. So a nice pickup there.
That's right, and they've gone to this running back snap basically for a good part of the night, and Jackson Christian not giving up on that tackle right there. Good job by number 22, Carrier, on that one.
Lexington leading Marshall County 21-14. We'll try to pick up some more scores here in a moment. Here come the Cougars, 3rd and 16. Ball on the Jackson Christian 35. We're in the fourth quarter. Blocking backs to the left. They can also run their counter out of that. It's a pass play. It's Gehring looking over the middle and thrown away. Nobody really had a shot. Jack Collins and them were looking for the INT, but it was way overthrown.
That is right, and not even a chance for the defensive backs to even get to that as they were already collapsing on the receiver out there.
4th and 16. Now this is out of the range of their kicker. He is a good kicker, but it is a little out of his range. Christian Brothers has come back in the third quarter to within 7 of Montgomery Bell. Nashville Christian, it's a final 42-7 over TCA. The Jackson Christian crowd comes to life. The folks are serious over on the other side, wanting their team to pick up this first down on 4th and 16. And they call a timeout. We'll take a timeout and come back with more football on Worthy Road Studios after this.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
You know, I don't keep the wristband and the things like that about downs, and they're supposed to record the timeouts. That should have been Middle Tennessee Christian's last one.
I believe that is their last one.
And sometimes when you don't have good mechanics, you can't tell who really calls a timeout. And some of the mechanics have been good tonight. Some of them, well, we'll let you decide. How about that? Yeah. It is 4th and 16. Ball on the Jackson Christian 35, wide side of the field to the left and slot right. Wilson, let's see if it's him. No, it's Gehring, and he can throw. He steps up. He wants to run. I see a man get pushed down, and he wants to throw it. and he's going to keep running. He can't throw it now. He has crossed. Oh, he may not have. I don't think he did cross the line of scrimmage. It is knocked down, and guess what? The football goes over with 2:16 to Jackson Christian at their own 35-yard line. Check. Oh, no. Oh, no.
And
but all our young men were away from there.
I believe he's getting MTCS on that one.
Okay.
Number.
There will
34.
be a personal foul. Michael is the eagle eye tonight.
Yeah. Oh, they're calling it on Jackson Christian.
No way, Jose. You know, in the old days, we used to have red cards that we could fill out.
That's right. But big thing about that is the interception still stands.
No, it is not going against us. It is going against them. I was fixing to say, from the old days, I probably still got a red card or two back in my cedar chest. The longest 2:16 in history for Jackson Christian School, other than when they won the 2006 state championship.
That's right, and the good thing about it, you got it right at the 50-yard line, just behind it.
You know they're going to play run first. Boyd in the backfield. They being Middleton, you can see two men coming from each side. We shift, and look, they're even pointing in. Boyd up the middle, gets yardage, breaks a couple of tackles. He's close to a first down. Did he get it?
I believe referee's going to say he did.
He did get it. Clock was arrested temporarily and starts to click again. 32 on the play clock, so we can let it run down quite a bit. 1:57, but you can see it on the Thompson and Smith scoreboard clock. Aloha Pools, Southeastern Termite, and Pest Control, Elite Dental, McCoy's Heating and Air, Hub City Deli, where we have the Jackson Christian Eagle Show. Watch that play clock, Michael. 10 seconds left on it. We got to get the play off. Now, have we gone into victory formation? Yes, we have. There is Austin Kelly taking a knee. The ball was snapped with 2 seconds to go. Let's see what they said at 40 seconds can run off. We could call a timeout and stop it. Let's see what happens. 1:13, and we're going to take our good sweet time. 26 on the play clock. It's down to 20 on the play clock. Inside the 20 mark at about 15. Two fine football teams here. This has been a fun game to call, Michael.
This really has, Coach.
Boyd playing safety on that. Here comes the snap with 47 seconds. Kelly wisely backed up a little bit, let a little more time run off of it. It'll bring up third and about 20.
And I believe.
And let's see what's on the clock. 31 seconds. What's the differential? I'm trying to look and see. There is a 2-second differential. So he'll have to take one more snap or either take the penalty and then 17 seconds. Here's Kelly. He went down quick. It'll be fourth and a $2 cab ride, but this contest is over. The Eagles have come back when folks had doubt that they could. What a job. Michael, catch your breath or say something, because I got to catch my breath.
I mean, coming into this second half, you had no clue what to expect. No one had any clue what to expect, and Jackson Christian exceeded expectations and came out with a win tonight.
Oh, it was great. You see the young men shaking hands and stuff. Colby Tackett and his staff done a good job. So has our coach, Darby Palmer, staff. And I know some people, because I got one text, and shame on you for criticizing the onside attempt kick. It was a good idea. It just didn't bounce, and sometimes it doesn't bounce high enough. Lots of sportsmanship, 27-25, your final. We're going to take a timeout, catch our breath, and come back and bring you more.
If you work outside or in a facility with no AC, or you're just struggling with this year's heat wave, it can really take a toll on your body and health. At Live Hydration Drip Spa, we can help you recover with our Beat the Heat special for only $59. Call or visit us online today to set your appointment.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's at the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
At Alive Hydration Drip Spa, we offer top-of-the-line IV nutritional therapy, which has a wide variety of health benefits. From immune system boosters and skin care, fatigue, energy, and even hangover relief, you can be sure we have an IV blend that's right for you. All of our blends are administered by one of our experienced nurses in a spa setting to ensure you leave feeling re-energized and refreshed. Give us a call or visit our website to book your appointment today. We have what it takes to make you feel alive again at Alive Hydration Drip Spa.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's at the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
We are back to happy final. People are on the field, and we don't get fined $25,000 because there's no reason to. It's just pure joy. And a great crowd. 27-25, the Eagles take home a real white knuckler, a slobber knocker of a victory. Had to play against one of the better backs in the whole state in Eli Wilson, a well-coached team, blocked well. Our kids did what they had to do. They never lost faith, and they came back. Now, at one time, that deficit had, reached 18, and we came back. We had to come and score to get it back down to 11, and then we cut into that lead. Michael, thoughts, comments, outstanding players, and then we're going to take another time out after you talk.
Well, like we said at the end of that last break, coming into this half, you had no clue what to expect was going to happen. Like, it could have gone either way. It could have been an MTCS blowout, or it could have been a JCS comeback, and we got to see what we wanted to see, and that was a JCS comeback, and what a game that was, especially from Austin Kelly, who in that first half had a little bit of pressure on him, underperformed just a little bit, but that second half came back, was Austin Kelly that he needed to be, and was the Austin Kelly that we needed to win this game. Cam Boyd, Jalen Mosley, they did a lot of good work tonight. Cam Boyd, most definitely, some big runs that led to some great plays, and Cam Boyd just amazing tonight, Coach.
We're going to come back after a hopefully quick timeout. We'll hear from Greg Armour before we get out of here. I wish there was some way to get Darby Palmer up here and look at Cam Boyd having fun with the Eagle flag. Let's take that timeout on Worthy Road Studios and Jackson Christian Network.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B, Conrad Drive, Jackson.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
We offer live webcasting for families. It kind of came out of when so many warriors were going overseas to war. We have learned to offer families more choices, that we want to serve our families well and serve our families better. At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all pre-arranged funerals. So you may have pre-arranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all pre-arranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, our #1 priority is keeping you and your loved ones cozy this holiday season. If your HVAC system needs an upgrade, call McCoy's for quick, quality installation. Don't wait. With the purchase of your new unit, you will receive our Keep Cozy gift bag filled with cozy essentials for the cold weather ahead. To schedule your system upgrade, call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B, Conrad Drive, Jackson.
We are back at maybe one of the happiest places on earth right now. A white knuckler of a game. That's it. It could be called that, a slobber knocker. We even may have had a couple of hits that were mollyhawk hits tonight, but a great win, 27-25. The Eagles got behind, and I did look it up at one point, and we had to retaliate and get a score. We were down 18 actually at one time and came roaring back, and the defense bent but didn't break in the fourth quarter. What do you think, Greg Armour?
Well, I think you're right. The defense did not break in the fourth quarter. We got some key stops in the fourth quarter. Alrighty, to the stats here. For Jackson Christian, we had 12 first downs in the passing department. Austin Kelly attempted 9, completing 5 for 48 yards, 2 TDs, and 2 interceptions. Leading receiver, Jay Mosley, 5 catches, 48 yards, and 2 TDs. In the rushing department, we rushed 29 times for 299 yards. Coach is going to ask me, couldn't you come up with one more yard?
Well, I was going to do that, and I'm not coaching anymore. You know, it's always statisticians' fault.
That's right. Camboy had 21 carries for 217 yards and 1 TD.
Wow.
Jalen Mosley had 5 carries for 21 yards. Elijah Moss had 3 carries for 64 yards. A big one was that 54-yard touchdown in the third quarter. We had 3 penalties for 25 yards. We did not punt. I did fail to mention they had 5 penalties for 50 yards and 2 critical in the fourth quarter.
They, cool heads win hot ball games, and that personal foul was really important at the end.
That's right. That's
and
right.
We had a lot of people contribute.
Yes, in the tackling department, Trent Carrier, I've got him with 6 tackles. Jalen, I got him with 3. Also, Jack Collins, I've got him with 4.
Boy, Jack had one good hit. Did you see that shoulder going in? That's legal, too.
Yep. Cedric had 2. So, we Joey had 3. So, Eli Craig had 3. So, it was defensively, it was spread out.
I think Cedric caused some running plays to go a hole wider. Instead of the A gap, they had to bounce them into the B gap sometimes.
That's correct. Yes.
Cedric really good. We will give more credit on Tuesday night, and I'm almost speechless. Got to ask, how many yards did Wilson wind up with? Did he make 300 yards?
Let's get to their stats.
Yeah, and I didn't mean to get off of ours, but that was an impressive. He and Cam Boyd did not make the Mr. Football semifinalists. What is wrong with the people that picked that in this state?
I do not know.
And I know both of them were nominated because I nominated both of them.
They had 13 first downs in the passing department. They passed 4 times, completing 2 for 24 yards. In the rushing department, they rushed 46 times for 320 yards. The leading rusher, number 22, is
Eli Wilson.
Eli Wilson. He had 29 carries for 241 yards and 4 TDs.
Boy, after he got across the 200-yard mark, we did a number on it. But 241 is nothing to sneeze at, though.
Nothing to sneeze at. And they had 5 penalties for 50 yards. They punted twice for a 27-yard average.
You know, and everything they do kind of keeps you at bay, and they ran the shift on us, and we only jumped off one time, offside on that, and they run the swinging gate. And it's a well-coached football, and it looks like they may have played together, but their coach, Kobe Tackett, and Coach Darby were both at Harding University over in Arkansas at one time.
I think that's correct. Yes, sir.
And good friends, and we appreciate Middle Tennessee Christian getting Darby the roster that he got to me so we could call the game. Max Preps didn't cooperate. They had no stats this time for them.
No, and I tried looking that up this week.
Yeah, what stats we got, and we apologize to those of you that support Middle Tennessee Christian. We got a lot of them listening tonight and watching because there was no broadcast from their national federation. They don't travel. You've got a well-coached football team. You've got a good set of young players, and we could have just as easily been on the short end of that. Both teams had turnovers. Greg, pretty equal game.
Yes, yes, it was. You know, but our kids fought back gallantly. You know, they didn't. They got up and let me say this: our fans supported them a great bit. I mean, I heard the fans yelling and cheering them on. So we've got a good fan base.
Well, they really got up. There was a defensive play. Everybody in the stands was up. They were loud. They were cheering. And I believe, didn't Middle Tennessee Christian have to call a timeout at that point?
I think so.
And here's one. I don't know whether it's a final or not. Friendship Christian. Let's see if we can open that one. Somebody's up 14-7 in that game, and sometimes I don't like the way we get scores. USJ has won tonight, Greg, and before we let Greg go, we'll let him, if there's any stats that he wants to pick out and reiterate to you, key plays and things like that. But, of course, we need to find out, even though that's the other bracket, about what happened with Friendship Christian, and we'll see if they will give us an updated score. I had it, and then they decided to switch. 42-7, Trinity loses to Nashville Christian. That's our opponent next week. We bill on the road. It is in overtime, 14-7, between Friendship Christian and DCA. Wow.
Friendship Christian winning?
Friendship Christian is winning 14-7, so it should be DCA's football right here. Wow. And they haven't gotten our final on here yet. They still got us in the fourth quarter. But, folks, it's final 27-25. Great comeback by the Eagles after taking an early lead. USJ was a winner. That game was never a contest. It was 48-6. And Davison Academy got beat by Knox Webb tonight.
Yes, 49-24.
Yeah. And, Greg, anything of interest to you or anything about this contest that we fumbled, they fumbled, we recovered when we had to?
Yes, we recovered when we had to.
And good defense by the kids, and I'm still a little upset over the inadvertent whistle because it's brought back some bad memories, and it didn't keep us from scoring, but it could have.
Yeah, you're right, it could have, but it didn't. So,
and these games are too important for both teams. There are a couple of things, and I know a really tough job right now when you lose one of these 1-point, 2-point games. This one 2-point. Kobe Tackett has a tough job getting his young men up. The seniors, it's their last contest.
Yeah.
Our seniors get to play one more time. We will travel to Nashville Christian, and you want some good news?
What's that?
We can do our video up there. It can be audio and video. And I want to thank on radio they swapped us over since Union was on 93.1. People could get radio coverage from 105.3. Thank you, Brad McCoy, for that. We'll give him credit for that. Paul Schultze and Gary are going to archive this game. It will be up to the end of time or YouTube goes out of business on the internet. Hopefully YouTube lasts a long time because we like seeing our Eagles play. And if you didn't watch last week's Hub City Deli show, please go back. Greg was fantastic. The kids were fantastic. It's a great show. Come on down and eat with us. And whether you get on the air or not, Greg, if you'll come back down there this Tuesday night, I will buy your supper for you. I will get you one of those good sandwiches because Greg's one of the great Americans. He also, we all need to say thank you to him because he is a veteran. And today is Veterans Day, formerly known as Armistice Day. Greg, final words before I take another timeout.
No, we just got to start watching film this week on Nashville Christian and get our game plan together for that game up in Nashville.
And it will be another tough game. Could be another slobber knocker or white knuckler, but we're going to play to win. We always do.
And Joe, this is a note. Let me tell you, this will be the second time that we've been in a semifinal game.
That's right. You are absolutely correct.
The first time was the championship.
Oh, yeah. And guess who the opponent in the other bracket for the 2016 just happened to be a little school called Friendship Christian.
That's correct, yep.
And we set a state record, 6 interceptions, I believe it was.
That's correct.
4 playoff games, and great thing. See, that's the kind of stuff, you get all the good stuff out of Greg. I was hoping I sent Darby a note, but I remember he doesn't have his cell phone on him. It's back in the locker room. And I was hoping we could get him on after you. We did have Walker Ray tonight, and Walker didn't lose faith. He actually would have liked to put the pads on, got back out there and gone one more time. But we're going to take a time out. And, again, folks, when you see Greg, please thank him because he not only gives Jackson Christian his all, he gave his country his all, and we appreciate you, Greg. Let's take a time out on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studios Network.
The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
And we have it here, and we will take over for a few moments. Adrena Hicks gave you – I forgot to ask Adrena when Gary can pull them up. Do we have any second half highlights? Or we may pull those up a little later. We'll work on them. And I'm going to tell Gary to go ahead and save some of those for okay. That's okay. Adrena Hicks – we are so fortunate. Thank you. Are we going to see you in Nashville next week? I have no idea. Oh, me. Don't do that to me. We can't go without you. People, you need to meet Adrena. She's a great student, but she is a great replay operator, and we can't function without her. Well, I'm going to say please, or pretty please with sugar on it. How about that? Michael's smiling. He got one of them big old grins. I like that kind of grin. Michael, it's your turn to expound on this game and start helping with. We're going to wrap it up. This will be our last official segment, but we're hoping we get Darby Palmer. I forgot he doesn't have his cell phone on him. I sent him a message. If he can make it into his office, maybe you'll see it and run up here quick. But if not, you can hear Darby Tuesday night at Hub City Deli at 7 o'clock on the Jackson Christian Facebook page. Go ahead, Michael.
That's right. With this win, like we said, JCS will go on to play Nashville Christian next week, and it'll be in Nashville. We've got a lot of preparing to do for that. Nashville Christian was their region champions MTCS is not in the same division as them, but I think there is a game between them two.
Sometimes they play a whole lot, and I'll have to look that up. Actually, Middle Tennessee Christian's in the same division with Friendship Christian. They both have to play to the east a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. And I believe some of them teams out of the Chattanooga area, I believe there
Knoxville,
might be one.
it may be over in theirs. Now, they don't play as many games. in district as we do. But that's all right.
Yeah.
We get to win.
But overall, just a great play tonight by offensive. Defensive really stepped up in the second half. Had one miscommunication there on that touchdown by Eli Wilson there. I believe it was the start of the second half. And then after that, Jackson Christian defense just kind of took over. No score. And then Jackson Christian went score. And then overall, Jackson Christian, next thing we know, scoreboard's up 27-25. The Eagles are winning. And it just stayed that way till the end when the Jackson Christian defense made a big, crucial stop there with about 2 minutes left to go. Cam Boyd gets a nice run off of a penalty by MTCS. And it just sealed the game right there, Coach. And what else can you say? But it's a great day to be a Tennessee high school football fan.
Yeah, it really is. Stopping that 2-point conversion with 6:21 to go in the second quarter when Wilson scored on the 1-yard touchdown becomes very, very big. They only scored, they being the Cougars of Middle Tennessee Christian, they only scored once in the second half at 10:54 with Wilson on a 63-yard run. And again, we held serve on the I think they kicked that extra point. 24, and then the extra point made it 25. And it was 25-7 at that point. That's the 18-point lead. In the second half, at 9:18, Cam Boyd from 13 yards out on a run. It's 25-14. In the third quarter, 4:08:44 yard run by Elijah DeMoss. It's 25-20. And at 10:34 in the fourth quarter, Jalen Mosley. And that, I believe, was a 25-yard pass play to make the score 26-25. Zach Cisco came on, nailed the extra point, and we had the 2-point win. And I don't think we're going to get to hear from Darby because I don't think he's made it into the coaching office yet.
I think I see him still out there talking.
But if you will come on Tuesday night, get there a little early, get your sandwich because you can eat your sandwich while you're listening and watching the show and meeting. We'll usually have 2 of our fine young men, some weeks 3. We'll have a couple of coaches, and, of course, Darby Palmer is always there. But the biggest drawing attraction there is that we have Gary Lockhart there, producing, directing, putting cameras up, making things happen. He probably even goes back there and tells the chef how to cook some of that stuff. But Gary is the main man. He and Adrena and Vincent tonight have given you an extra broadcast, an excellent one. And we want to thank them. And the other thing we want to do is make sure that you appreciate our sponsors. Michael, anything you want to say? Because we're getting close to wrapping it up.
Hey, all we can say is we'll see you next week in Nashville, Coach.
A fun trip. We got to organize it. It will be unusual because you have to get off at the Charlotte exit there on the interstate. And I got to find out if Michael's coming up from Freed Hardeman, a fine young ministerial and religion student there, and someday he will be saving souls and leading people to the right way of life. He already does that as part of his training, and we appreciate him doing that. But remind you that this is a copyright broadcast, and before I give you the rest of that goes along with copyright broadcast, this Blitz ball game was brought to you on Jackson Christian's Facebook. It was brought to you by Worthy Road Studios. It's on the WNWS.com Jackson Christian School banner. You have to do some clicking to get to it. 1053 came through and carried this for you on air. And some great people. And please go by because you don't have to pay like the National Federation people do. They have to pay to see their team play. You get it for free. Go by and tell Great American Sports, Mitchell's Body Shop, Jackson State Community College, Dynamics Physical Therapy, Jones Chevrolet, The Blacksmith Restaurant, Thompson & Smith Insurance, Aloha Pool, Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, Elite Dental, McCoy's Heating and Air, Hub City Deli, Alive Hydration and Spa, Lifeline Blood Services, Kaufman's Furniture, Arrington Funeral Home Directors, Bank of Jackson, King Jewelers, Lonnie Cobb Ford, Nest Realty, Snookums Restaurant, and Lifestyle Vision. Tell them you appreciate them. Now, very important, especially for the guy in Lake County. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of this contest without the expressed, note the word expressed, written consent is prohibited. You got to talk to Paul Schultze and get his written permission. Okay, Paul Schultze is our executive director. That is Michael Mullenix, one of the good young color men. He's got college experience as a color man in other sports, getting that football down and doing it right all the way here from Hohenwald, Tennessee. And I don't know how your Lewis County boys did tonight.
For the first time in 9 years, they're heading to the quarterfinals.
They have gotten past the jinx then. And for Coach Joe Holloway and my great crew, and for both schools, the administration, and I'm going to say hello to Dr. Robert Sane. He may not be listening now, but what a great guy up there. Dr. Mark Minton, our president here, and, of course, athletic director Jason Shelton. But thanks for your time this time. Till next time, good night, all.